Welcome to the Penumbral Pact 4 Eyes in the Dark. Actually, I think after this one, I'm just going to stop putting numbers on it because we've had plenty of other adventures that, they're just as full. Yeah, this will just be the Penumbral Pact and Eyes in the Dark. So, with us today, we have five adventurers or hunters rather. And let's get some quick introductions. First up is Shane the Spooky. Shane, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Yes, I inherited some supernatural powers long ago, and I'm still learning how to control them, but I'm getting better and better at it.
Nice. Next up is Feliana the Divine.
I am a divine being that was accidentally summoned by a poor hunter in a very bad situation. I serve the end, whatever that may mean, and seek to bring it closer.
In a most beautiful fashion.
Oh, yes.
Next up is actually Solomon is off mic at the moment, so Drew the Mundane.
Alrighty. I am a forest ranger with no magical or supernatural abilities whatsoever. I'm just a forest ranger who helps out and participates in these hunts.
Nice. And wait, do we have five people today or just four?
Oh yeah.
Who was the fifth person? Oh, Ivory. Yeah, if someone can send a message to Ivory and see if he's gonna jump in. But let's jump over to. Well, actually, if someone wants to introduce Solomon, tell us a little bit about him while he's off mic. Oh, he actually described himself. I'll read it. Hello, everyone. I'm Solomon. Is it Balin? Spell slinger, owner of the cafe and magical shop called the Expresto in San Francisco, which you guys are actually in at the moment.
Oh sweet.
Nice, that makes sense.
All right, so we'll. Great, I pronounced that correctly. So we'll switch over to the briefing. And one of you probably has a laptop. You guys just finished a really helpful investigation in San Francisco. If someone can give us just a super brief summary of that and why you guys are in San Francisco at the moment. Maybe Shane, since you did the summary, the written
Sure.
summary.
Um, so Bernadette sent a group of us to San Francisco to investigate some suspicious attacks that all seemed connected in some way. Ended up being the source of it ended up being a drug called White Rabbit that allowed ordinary people to open their third eyes and see supernaturals for what they really were. Um, Ended up just being kind of a hippie chick trying to spread joy and good feelings, but nothing malicious. But they were able to keep the drug from falling into the wrong hands.
Well, not just any hippie chick, you know,
That's
Alice
right,
the
Star, who was
Planeswalker.
a planeswalker. Yes, exactly. So they were briefly in a Alice in Wonderland esque dimension where they faced off against the Cheshire Cat and guillotines and the like.
So I'm not sure if you guys all got that from before, but that was actually Alice. So
Like Alice,
Oh,
yeah.
Alice Liddell?
that makes sense. Yeah.
So obviously we're doing this as kind of an urban fantasy world. So the real inspiration for Alice in Wonderland isn't what's used here. Like in this one, there actually is an Alice who went through all of that. So that's who you guys met.
Oh.
She's a planeswalker. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I apologize for
Wow.
being disconnected from
Oh, no
that.
worries. I thought you guys all got that because I'm like, wait a minute. You guys are going through Alice in Wonderland. So no, it wasn't just Star and her psychedelic haze. I mean, she actually is Alice.
It's the
So
it's the age, because like the iconic
Wow.
Alice is like a little, a young girl, and like
yeah,
her being older just completely made me miss
Yeah, I
the.
mean, she was a young girl when that happened, like when the Wonderland book happened. But apparently, like she grew up since then,
yeah,
and she must have aged very, very slowly because she,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Wow, I should have mentioned that at the end. So I'm glad that we brought that up. So yeah, you guys met Alice, and now you've helped calm down the situation in San Francisco. However, you get a message from Bernadette. Hello, hunters. Thank you so much for what you've done in San Francisco. The tension in the city has lessened considerably. But, however, we have a string of very odd wild animal attacks in Yosemite National Park. It's quite close to you, and I can set you up with a flight to Fresno, California, and from there it's just a short drive north. Do you guys have any questions for her? And you see Joshua kind of pop his head in on the feed for a second. Hey guys.
Feriana immediately like shoves her head into the frame and is like, "Hello, Joshua. Are you doing well?"
I am. Thanks.
She
Uh,
beams and yeah, goes a bit back again.
hey, Josh.
Hey.
How's
That's pretty friendly for him. He's
Yeah.
actually acknowledging you. So, yeah, any questions for her? Oh, Bernadette does mention we don't have anyone on site who is familiar with the pact. It's just that we have had, how should I put this? Certain wards in the area have been triggered that were placed long ago. We don't know what is occurring there, but we have heard reports of terrible attacks.
Any particular types of animals?
Wolf attacks, bear maulings. Unfortunately, the park has done their best to downplay the attacks, but something's going on. There is definitely something supernatural at foot. We need you on site as soon as possible to ascertain what's going on.
Give me 1 second. I think I need to switch out my headphones.
No worries.
Oh, Solomon said in the chat, how are you holding up to Josh?
Yeah, well, I wish I could be there, but I'm on library shelving duty at the moment.
Exciting.
Which actually, maybe for Solomon, it's like, ooh, I like library shelving duty at the Benton Library because it's probably this massive, just, cathedral-sized library of ancient tomes and whatnot. All right, well, if you guys don't have any questions, you've got the park, you've got to get there. One thing to remember, though, is that there is no one on site to help you in this endeavor. So
But we
getting
do
in
have,
and go
if
ahead.
we need someone to help us get in, that's
Uh-huh.
me. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of my job, so I'm definitely there to help out.
Right. So
You got that covered.
definitely think about how you guys are going to approach this, and I'll leave it pretty open-ended. I don't want to, feed too much stuff. But without further ado, you guys get into the Benton Plain and head to Fresno.
Okay, here I am again. Did I miss anything?
No, you guys are just heading out, so.
Cool. So I really need a new aux cable.
Would this be a good time to do my new at the start of each mystery move?
Yeah, sure. And explain what that is again.
It's called premonitions. So at the start of each mystery, I roll plus weird. On a 10, I get a detailed vision of something bad that is yet to happen,
Okay.
and I get plus 1 forward to prevent it, and I mark experience if I stop it. On a 7 to 9, I get a clouded image of something bad that's yet to happen. Still mark experience if I stop it. And on a miss, I get a vision of something bad, and the keeper gets to hold 3 to be spent as 1-for-1 penalties on rolls I make.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Sure, let's see it. Oh, I gotta fix that macro.
Oh, crud. Okay. Let me just roll, and I'll fix it later. Don't know how to do my rolls.
Yeah, it was just the R
Slash
and the
off.
slash were switched, that's all.
Gotcha. Take 3 weeks off and forget everything.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
That's exciting.
All right. I'll say this. You, so you see these eyes just blinking at you in the dark, but you can see the sun rising in the distance, and as the sun grows higher and higher in the sky, the darkness fades, and you realize that you're looking at yourself in a mirror.
God.
So I'd say that would probably shake you up a bit, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty freaked out.
What is Shane? Does Shane tell the rest of the people what you saw, or?
I don't think he does. I don't think he really knows what to make of that.
Okay. But you feel this very malevolent force, and it feels like it's coming from inside you.
Right. Yeah, I think he keeps that to himself for now. But he's probably visibly shaken.
All right. So you guys are now driving up to Yosemite National Park. As you guys are heading up, you actually hear over the radio Yosemite National Park has been closed due to several animal attacks. CDC officials are letting people know rabies is not confirmed. However, everyone in the park must leave. No one is allowed in.
Hmm.
Well, I I feel like Drew should actually take point here. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you know,
I
you might
think
have
that's
some
probably a
pull
pretty good idea.
with your park
And
community
you might
people.
know some stuff about Yosemite National Park.
Yeah, well, the thing is, in real life, unfortunately, I've never been, and I really want to go, but I haven't. So there's only so much I know, but I think I can kind of just
Oh, what I mean is that
like,
you get to make rolls with like
yeah,
bonuses and things like that. So
I got you.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um, so I'm thinking we're just gonna have to. Shoot, it's probably closed like at the entrance, so we're not even gonna be able to like drive down to the ranger station or anything.
Well, so here's the thing. That's something that maybe you can try to figure out. So I would say roll sharp just to kind of think about some of the stuff that you know about the park.
Alrighty. Ooh.
Well, don't forget to roll XP, but yeah.
Yes.
So
Alrighty.
there's some options. I mean, you are a park ranger, so you might be able to. Oh, I should shut up. You can figure this stuff out. So
Yeah. Let's see if we can. I wonder if we can just talk to. There's got to be someone just like watching the gate.
yeah.
I'm gonna go see if I can just like talk to the person watching the gate and see what's if we can get in.
Okay. Sure. So you guys drive up and you can see a lot of angry people in RVs and families with station wagons that are like, we wanted a cool vacation. And, you can hear kids being like, I wanted to see wild animal attacks. So, yeah, you get to the guard station, and are you walking up on your own? Like, how are you guys actually approaching this part?
I think I'm gonna walk up on my own, and I think I'm gonna put on my ranger hat and just kind of like I'm not wearing it properly. I'm just gonna put on my ranger hat and like put my shirt just kind of like unbuttoned
Hmm.
over the t-shirt that I'm wearing.
How close is everyone
Um,
to you?
I think everyone should probably just kind of stay back for now. I'm gonna see if I can get in, and then kind of say these guys are also with me. We're here to,
Give me how many feet?
oh, like back with the car. Like we parked the car somewhere, and I walk up solo. So they're like pretty far
Yeah.
away,
Okay, so
20 or
you're
30
you're
feet.
in other words, for all intents and purposes, you're alone right now, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So put your token on the board.
Alrighty. Oh, shoot.
All right. So you've heard on the radio that the park is on lockdown, which as a ranger means that there would be at least one person at every guard station, often two, when there's been a lockdown, especially due to an animal attack like this or a series of animal attacks.
Yes.
So as you walk up, you see that it's empty and the door's open.
Oh,
What do you do?
I'm just gonna get in. Just like walk in.
All right. So you can see there's no one in there.
Can we see him from the car, or is he
Oh
out
my
of?
god. Why is that so big?
I don't
That's
know.
huge.
And it's also, that's weird. It's not linked to your original token. Give me 1 second. Let me take a look at your character sheet here.
I keep
There we go.
forgetting how to put my token down. How do I? Okay, because like every time I keep forgetting.
Oh,
Is
you
there a
just
button to put my token down?
you hover over your name, press, and then drag over, and you
Just on
can
the.
wipe the wounds.
Okay, yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
cool.
So it sounds to me like you guys are trying to keep out of sight, so that maybe. Um, do you think that you have a way of seeing him without being noticed by what you thought would be guards here?
I don't really do. I'm standing there in my red cloak, looking probably pretty suspicious.
Yeah, I can't really, in good faith. I mean, I could telepath. I could be using telepathy to like kind of, I mean, like hear his thoughts and see what.
Hmm.
But I don't know if I would be that on my guard right now. So I probably not.
Okay. So, Drew, you see a cup of coffee.
Is it still hot?
It's hot.
Like, oh. Um, I just like look around, roll another sharp to just look around the guard station.
Sure.
All right. There we go.
All right. So
Sweet.
you see just, yeah, it looks like someone was definitely here. And you don't see any sign of struggle. There's hot coffee. There's actually a half-eaten donut that's there. But whoever was on duty here is no longer here.
Hmm. Did they leave their keys behind?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to. It's fair to say that I'd probably have my own set of keys, right? Like as. Because I think I said I'm a ranger at Yosemite, right? Is that what I?
I don't
Like
know.
90%
Are
sure.
you?
I'm gonna look at
That would
my
be convenient.
bio again. I'm like 90% sure that I said I am.
Okay.
So I'm gonna check. Um,
Shane is also a ranger at Yosemite. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll say that you're a
okay.
ranger at Yosemite.
I want
Um,
to make sure that like I had pre-written this, so I'm not just like pulling that out of
no,
my
no,
ass.
no. Actually, in something like this, even if you left it blank, I mean that's the magic of this system. You can add
Okay.
details like
Yes.
this.
I did
So,
say that though.
oh,
Okay.
okay. So I'll
All
say with
right.
the 12, I'll even give you this because you're an employee. You know who was here because of the donut. It's like Princess Sprinkles donuts. And you're like, oh, I know exactly who that is. So just give me a second and I'll bring the token over. I can't actually go to the page because I don't want to spoil the viewers, so I have to actually grab this from the folder instead. So yeah. It'll upload in 1 second. All right, so you know that Gus Doherty should have been on duty. Full name Angus, but everyone calls him Gus.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you know about him is that he's one of the worst guards. He doesn't really pay attention. He is always on Instagram and like always on Instagram. He doesn't have an Instagram, but or Insta, but he definitely follows several. And yeah, so that's what you
That's
know.
not possible when you don't have an account.
Oh,
He
what I
probably has
should
an
say
empty
is
account.
that he does have an account, but he doesn't. He's one of those. What's the term? It's like lurker. Like you don't post
Yeah,
any
he's a lurker.
content.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it.
He looks like an Instagram model, so I'm surprised he doesn't post.
Like in other words, he's like me. I don't have a full Instagram account. Like I don't post content, but I just have just zero picture account just so I can look at others.
Ooh, you should look at mine.
Yeah, at the end we can all share Instagram details. So yeah, you know that Gus was here, and he likes Princess Sprinkles donuts and coffee. He should be on duty, and he's no longer here.
Would it be fair to say that I have Gus's phone number? Can I just straight up call him?
Yeah,
Like, 'cause
you can try.
I
Sure.
want to make sure that he's not dead with the animal attacks. Should I roll something for that, or
No, no, you just call, and there's
yeah, I'm
no
just gonna
answer.
call. Okay. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna take Gus's donut and lock the door, and I'm gonna eat his donut.
Okay, you're gonna eat the donut?
Yeah, I want his donut,
Oh no, poor Gus. Okay, so
but I'm gonna lock the door behind me and like do all the like closing protocol, make sure it's clear that there's no one
yeah, I mean,
looking
you
in.
don't see any sign of a struggle. You don't see any, but he looks like he's gone, which is pretty bad even for him, especially at a time when everything should be on lockdown.
I mean, as an employee, I'd probably be obligated to stay, but I have more important things to do. So I think I'm just gonna like usher, give you guys some sort of signal and just kind of usher you guys through,
Okay,
making
and
it clear
so
that I am allowing them through. Like come out, talk to them, and then let them pass.
right,
It's the only.
so
I mean, like it's probably the easiest way to let them through.
oh yeah, yeah, sure. I mean, there's no one else here, so you guys can just go through. It's just that
Oh,
you're going to
okay.
have to deal with, the chief ranger. So you've got Chief Ranger Easton and some of the other employees. Like, how are you going to explain to your boss why there are people here? What are you going to say this group is?
Hmm.
Well, actually, I don't want to put too much on here. You guys can kind of come up with stuff. You don't necessarily even have to interact with the Chief Ranger. Um, but it's up to you guys how you want to approach this. You know that they're wild animal attacks. There might be some information you can get from people here, or you can. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind
Yeah.
of up to you.
Um. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna lock up the guard station, and I'm going to
Put the little close sign up there,
yeah,
prevent
put a
anyone
little
else
close
from.
sign. Um, and there's usually like a guard building, like a ranger building.
Mhm, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
like
It's pretty close.
yeah. So I think I'm just gonna kind of go with everyone over there.
Okay.
That's
So
the
what's the
plan. I
plan?
mean, I should
What's the
run it
plan,
by
group?
everyone, but that's my thought is that we should go over there and just try to find someone because I think the fact that there's no one in the guard station is pretty concerning.
Oh, yeah.
And I think at the very least I should find Gus to make sure he's not dead.
All right.
So I'm just gonna go. We can go look in the guard building if that sounds good to everyone.
Gus is for sure dead. But yeah.
Are
All
we
right.
just
Drew, what's your last name?
Uh, Phillips.
Ranger Phillips. What are you doing here? I thought you were on vacation. It's Chief Ranger Easton.
Yeah, I heard that we had some attacks here, and I figured I'd come down and
And
help out.
who are these people? And she's looking. The park is closed.
These are investigators. They're private investigators that have signed up to help look into it. Some of them are, animal specialists and stuff like that. So
Uh,
they figured just
she's
help out.
she's rather skeptical about this. It looks like we're gonna have to do a manipulate someone roll.
Yeah, probably.
So before you roll, someone else can jump in with a little bit of RP, and you can role play an assist roll, a help someone roll.
What
no.
what would be necessary to roll for that?
That would be help someone is cool.
Okay. I've got cool 1. Does anyone have a higher one?
I do not.
Okay. Then, oh, Solomon is writing? Maybe Solomon is super cool? Oops. Okay. Then I will try. I will, I will give, a little bow and a very friendly smile and, softly say, my name is Filiana. I usually work with stray animals in an urban area, but perhaps I can be of help here too.
She's a little bit like, well, let's see the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how she reacts to that.
Does that give me any? Oh yeah.
Oh.
So you don't help, but we'll just say that she's just like, okay, and so it doesn't hurt your roll. So now you have
Alright.
to
But I
roll
get-
your manipulate someone.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So it's a 9. So it's a little bit. Let me double check that. Let's see here.
I get an XP for the botched assist, right?
Of course.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. So basically, you do succeed. However, she'll need you to do something right now. So what she will say is, what would be the something here? We need people to. Well, no. Actually, go ahead and tell me, what do you want with this manipulate roll overall before I respond.
I think we're gonna want more, just like kind of access to look and find, like a look at the locations of attack.
So here's the thing. She agrees, however, you're still pretty green as a ranger, and she says, Ranger Neworth will be accompanying you. And remember, this
Okay.
is not someone in the know.
Yeah.
So that is the stipulation. However, she just says, I don't know why Gus has not responded. He's probably on Instagram again. And of course, we have these ridiculous Instagram influencers who have not reported back and have gone missing.
Oh.
So, as you see this, you remember the little jingle. So is the way to go, because for us, life can be so much more. The So-Sos! And it's just this very popular Instagram trio. Brenda So, the namesake of the So-Sos, her boyfriend Porter Coleman, and Porter's brother Heath. And they are travel bloggers, influencers. They're the people that always take photos at the top of dangerous waterfalls and basically remind everyone that their lives are so mundane. But yeah, they also happen to be Gus Doherty's favorite Instagram.
Oh well, shoot.
Why
Okay.
were they? Why were they allowed in the park when it was closed? Or are they the ones that were attacked in the first place?
So they were already here and it was closed. So they were supposed to leave, but they noticed that they never showed up.
Checked in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep, or checked out.
Well, all right.
So maybe one of you is like looking through the Instagram, you can hear the little jingle, so is the way to go. So much more. So-sos at so-sos.
Solomon suggests that someone check their accounts. Yeah, so I think.
Oh, Solomon, yeah, that's
Yeah.
aha. So, yes, you do see a photo, and you can tell it's not with the selfie stick, and it's a photo of these three, and they're near a waterfall.
Does
That's where
Drew
Gus went.
recognize the waterfall?
You do, it's Yosemite Falls.
Okay. Um. Yeah, so it's not. So there would have to be a fourth person, right? If it's not, or they propped it up, but likelihood
It's
is there's a
Gus.
fourth person, right?
It's probably Gus. Gus probably like saw them, was a huge fan of them, so he went to see them and took the photo for them.
Mhm.
This is something I say as Chen, not as Filiana, because Filiana is not familiar with the idea or like with the concept of fans and stuff.
But maybe she's still into the beat, and she's like whispering the So-Sos theme.
Yeah, she slightly like she quietly sways her head in the rhythm of the theme.
So I think what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to go to Yosemite Falls.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how are you guys going to deal with having this other ranger with you?
I start asking him a million questions about animals and the national park because I haven't been in a national park. This is super interesting.
Yeah, let me bring him over. Ranger Newworth. So actually, Drew, how do you and Ranger Newworth get on?
Um. Hmm. Shoot, I don't know. What's Ranger Neworth like? 'Cause I gotta.
Well,
I
you're
just
the
count
Yosemite
with
Ranger.
stick
This is
right
your chance
Yeah,
to
well,
kind of
shoot,
inject
now I have to
stuff in
count with
terms
something.
of, yeah, this is where you work. Is this someone you get along with, or is this someone that you don't get along with?
I think we're kind of like we're not best buds, but we're just kind of like, yeah, it's cool, or we're not like we probably wouldn't, take time to, hang out outside of work. I don't know. I don't know if I would with any of my coworkers, but regardless, like I think he's kind of like he's definitely more experienced. I say so. He kind of does. I don't interact with him a whole ton, so I don't know him super well, and so we get along, but
All right.
we
So
don't
maybe
know
he's
each other
just
very well.
like, I got this, and he immediately takes the lead.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you guys going? What are you doing? Oh, you said you're
Oh,
going to the falls. Yes. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Any questions for Ranger Newworth?
Hmm.
I think that I'm since I know none of these people know about the pact or the supernatural. I'm just trying to, and I'm also shaken a little bit by my vision. So I'm just staying. Shane's staying pretty quiet just because he doesn't want to accidentally reveal anything he's not supposed to, or accidentally clue him into his powers or abilities.
Shane, you feel really hungry at the moment. What do you do about that?
Hungry?
Yeah.
um, I probably have like Twizzlers or something in my pocket. So I'll start chewing on that and see if it satisfies me at all.
Okay. It's not really doing a lot, but and as you look at the Twizzlers in the red, you remember the red eyes staring back at you.
Yikes.
All right. So remember, you've had this whole spate of animal attacks, and you've got a ranger here with you.
Yeah. Do we know where their attacks were? Like, were they centralized in any sort of way, or were they just kind of random?
No, it's been pretty random, and Ranger Neworth actually pulls out this little notepad and he says, I've been marking this because it's just been so uncharacteristic. I mean, we have bears here, but we actually don't have grizzlies. These are all black bears, even though they're brown. And he kind of shrugs and it's like, go figure. But, our bears are not like Yellowstone bears. They're not aggressive like this, and the fact that we had, an attack also just, I don't know I don't understand what's going on. This is just very, very odd.
Yeah, it's very strange. And has it just been bears, or are there other animals involved?
I mean, gosh, there was someone who was attacked by raccoons, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's really strange.
So the animals seem to be an emotional upset.
I mean, possibly. So here's the thing. We recently had a pack of wolves that were introduced to Yosemite from Yellowstone. Basically just trying to mirror their program because Yosemite hasn't had wolves in a very long time. And it's a small pack, but they were doing well. And all of a sudden, they attacked a family. And, luckily, there was, a ranger, or no, actually, Chief Ranger Easton was nearby and was able to scare them off with a flare gun, but she'd never seen anything like that. It was crazy.
Rabies?
That's what we were thinking too, but we actually, we managed to kill the raccoon that attacked that one group of campers, and we had the raccoon tested and there was no rabies.
Does the flare gun always work? Do they always seem to respond to fire?
Oh, it was just that one time. We haven't, had a chance to, use that again.
So if you caught the raccoon, how did it behave in your care?
Oh gosh, it was a sad little thing. It was just, all skin and bones and super hungry. Like, just, you could tell it was just hungry.
So maybe they all are just hungry.
Well,
I'm
there's plenty of food around here. I mean, Yosemite's pretty lush. I don't understand why any of the animals would be going hungry here. Unless,
I'm pretty hungry too, honestly. I mean, maybe we
well,
could take a lunch break
you're
here?
pretty skin and bones as well. And as he does it, he kind of flexes, and you can see how swole he is.
Looking around, is there any sign that the influencers might have been here recently, or
I don't know. Let's see.
Neat.
Investigate a mystery.
So,
I sure will.
So even though there have been all these attacks and all this stuff, I mean, as far as you can tell, everything's like peaceful and nice and beautiful and bountiful. But even through all of this, Shane, you feel so hungry. So hungry.
Stomach's just growling.
Ooh,
my
14. Okay. So tell me what you want to do with that.
I basically want to know, I guess where did they go, and then what is being concealed here, like kind of those two questions, but like as far as where did these influencers go and like what's their deal?
Okay. Yeah, so you definitely pick up a trail, and it's going into deeper parts of the wood. So you can tell they definitely went through this way. You can also tell that they purposely double backed over their tracks and had one member go off and then rejoin them. So they're definitely trying to make sure that no one can follow them.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, that's really strange.
So I kind of like
Well, I mean, remember, these are Instagram influencers that don't want to be kicked out of a park because they've got so much
That's
content they
true,
have to
yeah.
share.
yeah,
So much content to share.
yeah, they're living their
So,
best
so.
lives. Um,
Mm,
yeah, I kind
Yeah,
of
look
like.
at them if they're...
I don't.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I don't like say it out loud, but I kind of like gesture to, especially to Drew, like kind of like try to indicate that there's a trail that I picked up.
Mhm. Oh,
Or I
so
guess I can use.
Solomon has something. He says perhaps some kind of curse of hunger is at work here or similar effect.
I
Yeah, that will
already,
explain a bit.
Mm, as a player, I already have something in my head that like, mm, mm.
So yeah, like if you think your character might have some, but remember, you guys have people who are magic. You guys have people that might know stuff like this, or So tell me how you want to, work around with some of this knowledge that you have or these conjectures.
Yeah. The problem is that I don't know. I feel like there is a chance that Feliana be like would have an idea of the basic concept due to the backstory we thought of for her, but I don't think she has ever actually heard the terminology for it or knows the lore because that's not the kind of knowledge she has about humans just in general.
Sure, yeah. Let's try this little potion of protein shake, protein potion. Magiswole. All right.
Nice.
So I'll
Nice.
say that it definitely helps with Shane's hunger. And how much do you think that you were able to make, Solomon? Because remember, you are kind of walking while you're doing this. How many people? So Shane, definitely, and then anyone else? Let me put it this way. What you just did can have a benefit for later, but it probably should be limited in some way. Um,
Mhm.
so let's say this: enough for Shane, and actually, as you hand it to him, Ranger Newworth is like, "Oh, hey, what is that? Is that a protein shake? Have you started to lift?" And he's looking at Solomon a little skeptically. Can I try that? What is that? Oh yeah, gimme. So he downs the shake and he's like, is this whey protein? What is this? Tastes pretty good. But yeah, Shane, you get to
Does it stave
hold.
off my hunger?
It does, and actually, it'll give you a bonus benefit, and just remember that. Make a note to
Okay,
yourself.
will do.
But yeah, so we have talks of curses of hunger and stuff. So what do you guys do with that information?
Filiana pauses in her step and looks a bit confused as some vague, not quite memories bubble up in her. I I vaguely remember at some point hearing or telling someone, perhaps, about something with hunger, overwhelming hunger that corrupts a being.
So maybe this would be some sort of. Will you tell me what kind of roll do you want to make to get some information?
Um, I feel like I feel like this would be something connected to how Feliana was created. Basically, a memory she gained at her creation that is not actually one she made.
All right,
Does
so
it
you're
make
thinking
sense to you?
like. Well, I guess what I mean is that what sort of roll would it be? Do you imagine?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because
I
it
mean,
would be
maybe just
something.
weird.
Hmm. Oh no. Oh, why weird?
Oh, weird.
Okay.
Filiana doesn't have good weird.
Filiana has -1 weird.
Oh,
Should I use weird anyways? I mean, it does fit.
it does fit. And maybe it's just so much has clouded your memories. Oh, wow. Okay. So I'll say this: you know of some some legends. There are various legends. I'll say because of that seven. Things like the Wendigo, a
Mm.
spirit of famine and hunger. Um, but yeah, but you're kind of like, because this is that's more of an Algonquin Ojibwe legend, so more on the East Coast side of things. So,
Hmm.
um, oh, I guess Filiana wouldn't really understand that distinction. So, yeah, but maybe you mentioned, something Wendigo, blah blah blah.
Yeah. I as a player also vaguely remember that there are different types, like across different First Nations lores.
Hmm.
There are different types of that. Most of them associated with the cold, and often they compared to ice giants in a bit. Um, I do um, vaguely manage to string together something about um, creatures of hunger often connected to cold and cannibalism in different lores.
Yeah,
Um,
Shane gets another hunger
and
pang as you talk about this.
yeah,
Stomach growls. I start chewing on my cuticles.
Ooh. All right, so you guys are following the trail, you're getting a little closer, and you can actually hear the falls. And this is kind of like a high up picture, but you're further down below.
Are
But
we
I
following
need,
the trail that I picked up of the influencers, or are we just going up the waterfall?
yeah, that's what I assumed you guys were following that trail.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was a good roll. So I need one person out of the party to roll sharp. So who do you think in the team would be the person who's most on the lookout, sort of thing?
not me.
I th- I think that it might work for me because I think that I'm trying to converse with the park ranger that's with us as little as possible. So I'm probably just like, my stomach's growling, and I'm probably just like looking around as we walk, trying not to. Um,
So you see, little man, it's all about consistency and determination if you want to get swole. And so he is basically taking you through the all the really important parts of the Swoley Bible. So he wants to get you big.
yeah,
You would have
Shane
gotten along great with Marcel.
Shane is completely ignoring all of that because he's never lifted a weight. He probably never will in his life.
Now, you see, people think about the biceps, and he's like, guns, right there. But actually, the triceps are 2/3 of the girth of your arm muscle. So, he's like kind of showing off, and his arms are like, about to break through his shirt as he's doing all this. But
Hmm.
I'll say that he is slightly distracting, so take a -1 forward for this sharp
Okay.
roll.
Fair
The
enough.
gun show is just too much of a spectacle.
Yeah, it's like, these are legal. Pow, pow.
I rolled a 10.
Wow, nice. All right, you're being stalked.
Oh, great.
Oh.
You don't know by what,
Um,
but you're being stalked. So you guys are actually kind of close to the spray of the waterfall, so it's almost like fog going through the forest, and you guys are being stalked by something.
Hmm.
what's the ranger's name again?
Ranger Neworth.
Ranger, Ranger Neworth. Do you guys have anybody else out here? Any other rangers investigating this area?
I mean, no. I mean, everyone else is accounted for except for, Gus, idiot, insta idiot.
Did
Um,
was anything new posted since that last picture or since we started? I asked.
Oh, so you guys check, and no, nothing's been posted since.
I used telepathy to tell everyone except for the ranger that we're for sure being followed.
Oh.
So like, well, come on, let's not wait all day. We've got the trail, and he's just kind of marching forward. Do 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 do.
Yeah, and I'm like, I agree, and I keep. Whereas I was trying to like keep away from him, now I'm like right alongside him because something's following us. So I'm like, we should get as much distance from this thing as we can.
Yeah, we should get moving for sure.
I take the back of the group because I'm the one who can probably take the most if anything happens.
All right, so everyone roll 1d100. High is bad.
Oh no.
I was gonna ask. By the way, hello. I can talk now.
Hey,
I was gonna ask.
Hey,
Would it be possible for me to try and read a bad situation right now?
yeah, yeah.
That's sharp, right?
Mhm.
Roll 1d100. Ah, crap.
All
Isn't that
right.
all of us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Okay. So go ahead and do the read a bad situation.
And that's sharp, if I remember correctly, right?
I think so.
Okay. And as I do this, I'm gonna use my third eye move in order to get extra information. And I get a +1 hold if I succeed, and if I miss, I still get 1 hold, but I'm exposed to supernatural danger. Well,
All right.
that's not good.
Amazing.
I still get +1, but
I'm gonna arrange you guys on the board
You'll
here,
get an XP.
and we've got
oh, I may still get +1.
Shane. Where are you? You're like by Ranger Neworth, right?
yes, exactly.
All right.
Trying to usher him on as quickly as possible.
So Solomon and Feliana, I need both of you to give me immediate tough rolls. Shapes move darting out from the underbrush, and you just see fangs coming right for your throats. And we are going into combat.
Oh, delightful.
Oh, jeez.
Ow.
Actually, here's the thing. They're growling, but there are no howls.
Hmm.
All right, so
Yeah. Why would they be super loud if they're trying to catch someone?
to harm, Feliana, remember you do have armor, and
Yeah. I take no harm actually because I have holy armor and a bottle.
ooh, okay. So I'm gonna
And
say
I just
this.
realized something, guys.
Uh-huh.
We
So,
don't
Wolf-
want to use any special moves because we got Ranger Neworth with us. We gotta be. I mean, I don't know. Just kind of a heads up.
Yeah, it kind of depends. It
I
can
just
go
think
many
fun
different
doesn't really
ways.
matter, but yeah.
So the wolf by Feliana chomps onto your leg. It doesn't draw blood, but it pulls and it knocks you down. You've got -1 forward. Solomon,
Okay.
you got 7, and so I'll say this. Actually, both of you have an opportunity to do some harm back. So, how much harm do you do, Feliana?
Um, I.
You know, actually, I'll say because you were surprised, I'm going to say that any harm that you inflict has -1 damage.
Okay. Um, I'd say, since I should probably not just show my, my powers here, I, oof, I will just, smack the wolf, which, unarmed attacks are 1 harm, intimate, messy, but, apparently just 1 harm now,
Oh,
instead of 2.
all right. So you smack the wolf and you don't do any harm, but it gets knocked down. So,
Good, so I can get back on my feet, hopefully.
how about you, Solomon?
I'm thinking that I'm going to,
No
like,
harm was done through you, right? It was just 2 harm didn't go through.
1 harm did.
Okay. Don't forget to update your token.
I'm updating my sheet first. Token.
Oh, it should be linked where if you either one that you mark, it'll go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
wait,
marked
that's
it-
right. Never mind. It doesn't. Sorry.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't.
forgot that I yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking that, because, I mean, I told the ranger that, it's a new test blend of different mushroom proteins. So I'm not gonna go crazy, but, like, if a little bit of sparks fly, I can always blame it on the shrooms. So,
He's gonna be like, what is this? Some vegan protein powder? Come on, man.
I mean, protein powder is inherently vegan, because you're not getting it from anyhow. I'm gonna try to, like, not do, like, a full, like, lightning blast or anything, but just like a quick little taser thing from my finger, like a zap.
Okay, I'll say -1 forward since you're trying to keep things subtle.
Okay. Um. So that's gonna, I guess, count as a missile. So I'm gonna roll weird. -1.
Zap.
Zap.
How much damage?
That would be 2 harm magic.
All right, it's definitely hurt. It's not very happy with you. All right, so that was kind of like the surprise round that immediately occurred, and Ranger News was like, "Oh my gosh, what the hell?" And Shane and Drew, what do you guys do?
I think. Oh, shoot.
Shane, couldn't you get some basic animal thoughts too? I think you did it with the dog.
I can definitely try. Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, I'll use telepathy, I suppose, to see if I can read any of these animals' thoughts.
Okay, sounds good.
What do you want me to roll for that? Because telepathy is just
Weird.
a thing.
It's weird.
Makes sense. This is pretty weird. I rolled a 9.
All right, so with that 9, oh, Shane, as you look into the eyes of the wolf that's closest to you, you can just hear the thoughts, hungry, feed, feed, and you feel so hungry. Take 1 harm.
All right.
Must eat, must eat. You should hear
Guys,
the thoughts, the deer was not enough, not enough. Food.
These things are pretty hungry. Does anybody have any meat?
Filiana shakes her head helplessly. That poor wolf that attacked her only like bit down on gold.
All right. Well, shoot. I can't. I guess I'm just gonna pull out the old handgun. I feel bad shooting these wolves because they're just wolves, but
Yeah.
I think maybe can I just like shoot at the ground near one, see if I can spook it?
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
can
if
try.
that'll work, but
Mhm.
all
Sure.
right. Um,
So we'll say that this is a situation where we're going to use a tough, but it'll actually be a manipulate someone.
okay. Ooh,
Oof. Get XP,
Oops.
but yeah,
yeah.
you shoot at the ground, and this one just rushes at you. And roll kick some ass. It's lunging for you, going for
Alrighty.
the throat.
Shoot, what the heck? No. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. There we go.
Oh, no worries. Ooh,
Sweet.
nice. All right, so what do you want to do with that roll? You've got some options.
I'm going to. Can I like hit it with the gun? Like I still feel bad shooting it.
Yeah.
But can I like whack it with the gun?
What I mean though is that because you rolled a 10, there's some extra options that you can put on
Oh,
top
that's
of.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to.
If you look at the journal, there's a reference sheet for you that you
Yeah,
can.
I'm looking at the reference sheet right now. I'm going to um force them where I want them. Um, like they'll kind of like stumble backwards and move away from us in general.
Okay. So you take 2 harm, and how much harm do you do back?
I think two harm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're just like smacking it with a gun,
Oh,
though,
that's
right?
true.
Yeah.
That'd just be one then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is weird. Your token switched to one that's not linked. I'm gonna put it back on the board. I don't know why I did that,
Okay.
but
Keeps doing that.
I'll have to figure that out later. But oh, there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
It was just the
Sweet,
zeros
okay.
weren't in there. Okay.
Oops.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. And these others are going to go as well. They're just like, "Rrr." So Drew, you drew their attention, haha. And this one needs a kick-ass roll.
Okay.
Isn't there a basic move about protecting someone? Can I attempt to protect Drew?
I would say that sure. You've already acted in this round.
No,
but
that
things
was-
are. Well,
that was the
that was a
kind of-
whole. Let me finish. So, I'll say yes, but because you were surprised and also knocked over, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So I'll say you can do protect someone, but -1.
Okay. -1 is 7.
All right. So what would you like to do with the protect options?
I forgot to open them again. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I'm so sorry, but can someone link me real quick?
Oh, just go to the journal. There's a hunter reference sheet for you.
Journal.
Upper right. It's gonna look a little different than my view, but it's to the right
Oh,
of
the.
the.
Yeah,
yeah.
Hunter
It's where your
reference.
character
Thank you
sheet
so
is.
much.
Yep, at the top.
Oh no, why is it so small? There we go.
Oh, yeah. Just click on it. It'll expand.
Zoom, zoom.
Okay, I protect him. Okay, but I suffer some more off to get. Yeah. Well, it's just that, right? That I manage, perhaps that I manage to like either shove Drew aside or get in front of him before the wolf can actually bite. So I get the attack.
Sure. Let's describe it cinematically. What exactly do you do? And make sure to move your tokens around and kind of
Yeah.
demonstrate how this happens.
Yeah. What happens is after Fiona managed to knock her wolf away, and like raises to her feet, she looks quickly around, knowing that probably the whole group is going to be attacked. And she catches sight just as like the shot immediately pulls her attention to Drew, and while she can't protect him against the first wolf, as she sees the second one sprinting towards Drew, she rushes to get herself between the two.
Okay. Does she do any of her cool moves with like the gold chains?
Still not, because she was told to not do it. But she's getting more desperate and might drop the disguise in the next round.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well done. So yeah, Drew, you do not take any extra harm. However, a wolf jumps onto Ranger Newworth, and Ranger Newworth is like, ah! And he's tackled, and the wolf is just like, rawr! Like, the wolf is actually like taking bites out of his thigh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shoot.
Ah! All right.
He's
Next
got extra
round.
muscle. He'll be fine.
That's true. He does have a lot, so it'll take some time. But he's a big meal.
Thick thighs save lives.
Yeah. All right. You guys are up.
I think Solomon is the only one that hasn't acted yet.
Well, I
Oh,
had
we
the
just
surprise.
finished a whole round,
Yep,
so
so it's the
it's
next round.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha. Then I would like to try and protect Ranger Newworth.
Okay.
So I will roll protect someone.
All
I
right.
rolled 7.
Okay. It sounds
So
like
I'm just gonna kind of like I'm actually going to get out my shotgun and just kind of like try and like use it to get the wolf off. Like I'm just like knocking it up against the wolf and trying to like distract it off of him.
okay.
So I kind of like jump almost like on top of them, or just like wedging myself in between them, kind of thing.
Right. So it looks like you might take some harm though, because that's a 7.
Yeah, it says you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they're going to get.
So actually, I mean, we can say that maybe he didn't get quite the bite that he was going for because you reacted so quickly. And yeah, so go ahead and take, we'll say that 1 harm for you. And
Okay.
Ranger Newworth gets 1 harm, so it's kind of like you split it between the two of you.
Cool.
All right. Next.
Alrighty. Shoot. I think at this point, I gotta just like actually use my gun. Unless anyone has any ideas like how to disperse the magic, but I don't know how like go for non-fatal shots, but like. All right. Well,
Is New Earth currently distracted?
You guys tell me, do you think he's distracted enough
I mean,
with
he's
this?
down on the ground being attacked by 2 wolves, and Shane's helping him out. So
And a chunk of his leg was bitten out.
Okay,
he's
sure.
probably
Yeah, he's distracted.
pain.
Yeah.
Then Filiana would reveal her true appearance now, and probably rip one of the chains out of her skin to like just give a short whip crack with it.
All
In
done in like
comparison.
this, I'm sure, like anime, like transformation sequence.
Oh yeah, totally, like Magica Girl, but with more shit sewn into her skin.
Yeah, nice.
And then she pulls the chain out and cracks it like a whip. in preparation for an attack. She's just not completely sure whom to attack.
Okay, well, tell you what. The wolf that you blocked off first, he will now attack with great force and fury. So this is more harm than normal. Kick some ass.
Okay. I do kick some ass.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will. Ooh.
Wow. All right. So what do you want to do with those options? So this is 3 harm coming at you.
See ya! Sorry, my flatmate just went to work. I'd say, I let the wolf come. I even hold out my other hand and let it bite, so I can super precisely lash the chain across its eyes.
Ooh. Okay.
And that would be 3 harm, holy, and what else was it? 3 harm, close magic, holy.
All right. So 3 harm on you. Does any get through?
1 harm gets through.
All right. You destroy that wolf. Describe what happens to the body, if anything does.
I think everything upwards from the jar is just like raised off
Oof. Gosh.
and falls down.
Yikes.
And Filiana actually like pauses for a moment and looks at that like, oh, that was not.
didn't do that.
Okay. and she gives a short, very guilty look at Drew because she noticed that he wasn't as gung ho about killing these.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
All right. Next up.
Alright, I'm going to... You know what? I'm not going to use my gun. I'm going to use my knife, my pocket knife. And I'm going to kind of like stab at the wolf, like the leg of the wolf. Because we're pretty close, right? It was like...
Oh yeah, it's like right there.
Okay, I'm going to like stab at the leg of the wolf. Because like, I still feel kind of uneasy about just full shooting it. So like... spook it off, hopefully. I don't know how wolves work.
All right, so I would say originally this thing was going to attack with great force and fury, but when it saw its packmate just obliterated, it's it's just coming at you with 2 harm. So let's see what happens with your roll though.
Alright. Okay.
There's going to be a trade here, but tell me what would you like to do with that?
That's a kick smash, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh, this one it looks like it's just a straight trade, so 2 harm, and that knife I'm sure is 2 harm, yeah?
No, it's only 1, actually.
Oh no! Okay. So you got a really good hit on it, but it's not dead, and it's like lashed onto you. 2 harm. Don't forget, do you have armor?
No, I haven't finished. I was gonna get some, but I didn't get around to finishing,
Oh, okay. So that
Yeah.
means now you've gone into
I got
unstable
4, yeah.
territory with your wounds. You've got a terrible... Actually, this wolf, it latches onto you, and it's starting to eat you.
Oh, God.
It's literally taking, like, it's swallowing as it's, like, chewing on you.
Speaking of eating, like basically now there's a big sack of meat laying next to me. Does that do anything for the wolves?
Oh, tell you what, you can use it next time you go, or someone else can.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a very good point. There's a big sack of meat. The wolf on Drew though has a meal right now, so
Yeah.
Another big sack of meat. It's just a live one. For
Yeah.
now.
Just still struggling. That's all there is to it.
yep. Next up,
Hmm.
Well, I guess while you're doing that, this wolf is going to. Who's this wolf going to rush at? I think Solomon's closer. Rawr. So, what do you do? Either kick some ass or magic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm thinking that um I'm gonna try to um like coat my arm like with my ice wall frost in order to like give myself like a protective bit of like icy armor,
Okay.
and then try and have like block the wolf. So I'm not actually trying to hurt the wolf or anything. I'm just trying to like have it munch on the ice and
Alright.
chill out.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll.
You'll
my
introduce the
magic.
wolves to that diet trick. Eat ice.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. Looks like you put the wolves on Weight Watchers.
I have a feeling they're already on Weight Watchers if they're that hungry.
Yeah, they definitely look kind of hungry.
All right. So well done. And I'll say with that, yeah, since it was magic, I'll say that you actually, well, it's still going to do some harm, but it's blocking some of the damage. So I think overall, nothing's going to go through because it only did one to you last time, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't take any harm.
According to the ice armor, like the ice wall, it should have like a, what is that? 3 armor to a wall.
Oh,
So-
yeah. So it's just chomping on ice, but as it's doing it, it's like crazy. It's like, it's just like crunching and crunching, like devouring this ice. And yeah. The other wolf is actually going to be doing the same thing, but luckily you've got the ice wall. So these two wolves are, Solomon's got them locked down at the moment. So I think we're in the next round, right? Everyone's gone?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
next round.
I have a move that I really want to do. I think that Shane, when he grabs his shotgun to try and pry the wolf off of the ranger, something occurs to him. He remembers the ranger talking about the flare that scared them away, and he looks at his shotgun that he hasn't fired yet, and he just he thinks like, what if this is like a huge flare gun, and he's gonna try and use magic to like fire a very bright like flare-esque thing into the air and try and scare all of these things away.
Ooh, okay. I like that idea.
That's really cool, yeah.
So I will just roll weird.
Whoa.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'll say this. You with 11, the ones that are on Solomon are two like on that ice, but all the ones on this side of the board, yeah, this one lets go of New Earth and runs. This one runs off as well. So yeah, instantly got rid of 2 of them. Well done.
Awesome. Yeah, and he's like, he's just thinking like that was like kind of like maybe the park ranger will buy that this is just a very
Holy
fancy flare
shit!
gun.
How the hell did you do that? What the hell? Oh man, this is crazy.
Oh jeez. As Feriana notices that he's slowly getting back his attention to the, she definitely like quickly switches to a human disguise again.
I like the ninja icon. That's perfect.
Yes. She since she now doesn't have her chain, she looks at the wolf, at Solomon, and just grabs the closest thing she can find, which is like the half of the wolf head, and just tosses it at one of them, or like hurls it at one of them.
So we'll say this is a manipulate someone roll, but you get +1 forward.
Okay. I'm not good at manipulating, but that's okay. Manipulate someone. And +1, I get a 7.
Whoa, okay. which one? Just I think you guys. Oh wait, no, you guys don't have the permissions to move it. Which one would you like to throw it at?
This one. That one makes the most sense with like
Yeah.
line of throwing.
It stops chewing the ice and starts devouring the other wolf.
Oh, God.
Yay! Filiana stares a little like kind of shell shocked, but okay, at least Solomon has a wolf less.
Yep. Next up.
All right.
Good move though.
You know,
Danke.
Sack of
it's
meat
time
throw.
I think it's time to get real. I'm gonna shoot at one of the wolves.
Yeah, I mean, you literally had one eating.
Yeah, it's just
so-
eating me.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna shoot at the. I'll
say
shoot at
the
the
one
one
that's yeah, the one that's on the ground. I'll give you +1 forward since it's you know, not in any or it's not gonna be able to dodge as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll shoot at that one.
All right, so it'll be kick some ass, and because you've got some range and it was knocked down by Feliana, it won't be able to retaliate.
Alrighty. Ugh, gosh dang it.
You got +1 though. Did you add that in? Oh wait, that wouldn't matter anyway. It'd still be a 6. Yeah. Oops.
Well, shoot. Okay.
Dang. Well, you're getting a lot of XP though.
Yeah, that's good.
You're learning from your mistakes. So
I am. My mistake is probably whip out the gun earlier.
So Solomon is up. I think Solomon stepped away though. Maybe he's back. Tell you what, we'll say that Solomon is maintaining this ice wall so that this wolf on him can't get through. But this other wolf has just like "Arr!" and actually drags the carcass off. It found its meal.
Bye.
All right, you guys are up.
Hey, we managed to at least make one wolf happy.
Mm-hmm. Drew, if you want to take another shot, like, I mean, it's the new round now, so you can start it
Okay,
off.
yeah, I'll do that then.
All right, you still have +1 for this one. We'll say it's +1 ongoing
Oops.
as long as it's, like, knocked down. That's
Oh,
more
heck
like
yeah.
it.
There we go.
So what's
Oh
the damage?
shoot. I think it added 1 twice.
Oh, it'll still be a success,
Okay, it's still yeah. Okay. Damage is 2.
right? And remember, one of the
and then-
options, you can add
Yeah,
one to it.
I can increase the damage. Yeah, I'll do inflict terrible harm. So that's 3 damage.
All right, you kill the wolf. Tell me how you do it.
I'm going to just go and I shoot it in I don't know, kind of like the heart-ish area, quick and fast. I don't want to.
All right.
It's probably been suffering a bunch recently, but that's okay.
All right.
Yeah, very.
That wolf is gone. There's just one left. What do you guys do?
I'll run at it with my knife and just try and knife it. I think.
Okay.
I imagine if I've been getting hungrier and hungrier throughout the course of this, I think Shane might be like have like a thought that wouldn't seem rational if we weren't in the heat of the moment, but now he's like, oh, I can knife this last one and just start eating it immediately.
No.
So I'm gonna just run up to it and take a knife shot.
All right.
Where is it? Ten.
All right. So 2 harm's going to come at you, but you can reduce that if you want.
Yeah, I'll probably do that because my knife only does 1 harm, so I'm going to suffer less harm.
All right. You kill it. Describe how it happens.
I just do what I set out to do. I just cut it. I like stab it in the neck and cut it open, and then just like try and just start tearing off a piece of flesh.
Oh God! And what do the rest of you guys do when you see this?
It's the bloodiest session we've ever had.
Ranger Newt is like, what the fuck, man? What are you doing?
Filiana just turns her face away for now because, like, she hasn't actually seen any death this bloody so far, and she's a little bit overwhelmed by like these ugly deaths when like her concept of death is like this natural and soft ending of life most of the time. So it's very strange for her right now.
Dude, I know that you need. I told you get more protein, but holy shit, are you like, one of these raw foodist paleo people? What the hell, man? He's like so
I'm
freaked
gonna
out.
shoot my gun into the air, just like to startle Shane, kind of like back into big brain time.
Oh, that's it. I like that.
Yeah.
Should I roll for that?
I'll just give it to you. I mean, that's a
Okay.
great way to put it. So Shane, how do you react?
I drop my knife immediately and I look up, like, and I just look at everybody, and I just kind of realizing what I just did. And then I'm like, guys, I don't know. And then I just like kind of turn and like walk. Not, I don't like run away, but I run like off into some trees where I can like just think about what just happened.
We need to leave immediately. Whatever is hungry in the woods will find the flesh here. I gesture to the two dead wolves.
So, just so everyone's aware, as a mundane, I have a move called Trust Me, which is when you tell a normal person the truth in order to protect them from danger, roll plus charm. On a 10 plus,
Oh,
they'll do
nice.
what you say, no questions asked.
Ooh,
So if at
okay.
any point we need to just like flat out tell Ranger Newworth what's going on,
Wait,
I can do that. I don't know if we want to do that right now quite yet, but if
Right.
at any point we feel that that is necessary to
It is a
save
pretty big hindrance
Right.
not being able to use our
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Grant?
So
Yes.
Do we have to tell like the whole truth, or can we say something like, we're absolutely here to help. There's something going on we can tell you about, but we are here to help and we will help you, for example, because that is
Solomon's
true
like,
too.
we have this thing called the Penumbral Pact, and there's just this massive scroll just unfurls 12 feet long. Here's what you need to know. These are the cliff
Let me
notes.
tell you about its rules.
Yeah.
It just says the truth, so I mean, I guess that can be kind of interpreted by,
Yeah.
yeah.
So here's the thing, though,
Right.
guys. You still have the trail for the missing people. You do have Ranger Newith who was injured, but that's actually not as bad as it was. Just a little chunk that was nibbled out of him, thanks to
Yeah.
Shane.
I think I am actually in the most injured
I-
state.
Yeah. So you guys can choose to head back, or you can heal up and keep going. But this is where things will fork. So I would say try to do it in character, not too much player meta, but things will be very different depending on what you do. So you've got four people who are in a lot of potential danger, but you guys have been injured. So you can head back, heal up more efficiently, or heal up now and keep going. What do you guys do as a group? In character. Discuss it.
Joe, shall I help you a little?
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Filiana smiles and gently puts a hand on Joe to do lay on hands.
Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with those wolves, man? And actually, you do see, because you've got one of the wolves, the body's right there, and this is what it looks like upon closer inspection.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Holy
Poor
cow.
thing.
Yikes. I look at I look at Solomon. I'm like, I don't know what's happening to me, man. I feel so hungry. I don't. I just tried to eat that wolf.
I mean, sometimes wolf meat's tasty. I wouldn't judge, but
Drew, you can heal 2 harm.
Oh, thank you. Does
hmm.
that get rid of unstable harm?
So, see, it's one of those things. Technically, you have to stabilize. So, but you guys can use first aid to stabilize. Well, so someone else can make a roll to use first aid.
Mhm.
I think it's sharp. Yeah. Who wants to roll the sharp to do first aid? So it's kind of like you both are helping out, Drew.
I think I have 1 sharp. If that no, I
I
have 0 sharp, so I won't do it.
I have 1 sharp. I can try and help out.
I can do. I can do it.
Okay, sure.
Got 2,
Oh.
so
Okay,
I think
nice. So yeah,
Sweet.
stabilized and you heal too.
Nice.
always.
okay.
Sweet. Okie dokie. Oh shoot, am I at 2 or am I at 1? Does that heal 2 from my
It heals 2. So you're probably at 2, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
just
correct.
wanted to make sure. Okay, cool. Alright,
So actually, Ranger Neworth is like, oh man, gosh, if there aren't that many wolves, but there's still a few out there, and Gus is an idiot, but I wouldn't want him to, fall prey to. I mean, geez, he'd just be a quick snack for these things, unlike me. We got to keep
shoot,
going, and he's actually trying to get up, and he's
Yeah.
kind of limping, but but he's injured. You guys are injured. What do you guys do?
First
I
off,
don't.
Filiana puts an arm under Ranger Neworth's arm to like help him stop limping, just to stabilize him at all. And she looks very helplessly over to the others, like she's not sure how to deal with the situation at all.
Shoot, I'm really split. I kind of need your guys' opinion on this because I feel like telling him what's up will probably help us in the long run. But I also don't know, like, is that a good idea to just kind of like bring someone into the fold?
I mean, it may
it's
not be a
fine.
good idea to bring someone into the fold, but I think we can at least sort of decide amongst ourselves whether to sort of, fully heal up and retreat or
Yeah.
keep going. I know I sort of get the feeling that with how things are going, it might be a better idea to retreat, recuperate. And I'm actually kind of curious because, we happen to have, um, you know, some of the affected creatures, and we could probably try and investigate the corpse and
Oh
In
yeah.
a safer place,
yeah,
and
and
we
that
could.
way we can, it'll suck if Gus or the So-Sos get crunched, but
Yeah.
I think I think
It's a li-
like
it's a
we
little goofy
also
too,
could.
but we could go to the grocery store and get a bunch of meat so we can distract anything else that comes at us or something like that.
Yeah,
As the others start discussing, I begin distracting Neworth with my soothe, calming him down and making sure that he's more focused on my voice than anything they're saying, so they can speak more frankly
Ooh,
with each
that's a
other.
good one. He actually thinks you're
Neworth.
he
Smart.
thinks you're pretty.
Oh, thank you very much.
He's just like,
I
yeah, I work out, 6 days a week. You always have to have one day of rest.
why did you wink at me when you said that?
He's like, he doesn't know how to respond to that. So he just smiles, just like his picture.
Aw, adorable. Filiana gently talks to him about how like things are probably going to be okay. So you guys have a bit of time to talk
Yeah.
frankly among each other.
So it sounds like you guys. It sounds to me like the consensus is to go back and
Mm.
heal up.
Yeah, I think that's a smart idea.
That's my vote.
All right.
I'm so fucking hungry.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't look
Mhm.
like this wolf will be much of a meal. So, all right, you guys are heading back to the ranger station. The sun is setting, so
Do we take one of the corpses with us?
you could if you want.
Yes, I would like to.
All right. Filiana will keep like Ranger North up so that he doesn't need to limp so much. She keeps looking down like I could heal this, but I shouldn't. But I could, but I shouldn't.
Good grief! What happened to you all?
A wolf attack.
Oh my goodness! And ooh, what is wrong with that wolf? Ugh. Is it some
Yeah, well,
sort of disease? What's going on? What did you find
that's what we're
out?
hoping to figure out. All we can
Yeah,
tell
we're not
is
sure.
that-
We're gonna need to look into that.
Well, come on in. The sun's setting. Ah, jeez. What a mess. Right at the height of tourist season too.
Filiana helps New Earth in and asks if he needs or anything. Just like, oh yeah.
Are any of the people who were bit looking any different or exhibiting any? I don't know.
Oh, I
Like,
mean
is it, has any has
they've all
Ranger
been sent
Newer?
to the hospital, out of the park.
Well, I mean, like, has Ranger Newer said anything about feeling hungry since he got bit? I guess is what I'm getting at.
Oh, I see what you mean. He's like, oh no, that protein shake was pretty good. I'm all good. I'm also doing intermittent fasting, so I only eat between the windows of da 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 da.
Interesting.
a true man.
Well, we
All
should
right,
examine
so-
the corpse for sure.
Yeah, let's
should,
let's
yeah.
check out that wolf.
All right. So, what sort of examination, like in terms of role play, and then tell me what kind of role you want to do with it?
So, I'm gonna start out like looking at it sort of from a more scientific, biological sense. Like, is all the organs in the right place? Is everything okay? I probably don't have that much experience with like animal physiology, but I might have helped work on like and help a werewolf or something in the past, and so maybe I sort of recall some of the um, like biology and organs and things like that, ways you would normally treat like a werewolf. So I figure maybe it'd be something sort of similar here. And
Okay.
then afterwards, I would probably move on to something more magical in nature, looking for any sort of signs of effects that could be, have been applied,
Right. Okay.
curses, things.
Sure. Yeah.
While Solomon does.
Oh, your mic cut off there.
Sorry. While Solomon. Where's the patch?
Oh, Feliana, for some reason your mic is cutting in and out for me. Can you guys? Did you guys get that too?
Yeah, definitely
I
cutting
heard
in
that
and
too.
out.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. While Solomon is doing that other thing, could the rest of us get patched up a little bit?
Absolutely. That's the thing. So Chief Ranger Easton is like, all right, let's fix you guys up. Geez, I'm so glad you're here, though. It's really nice to have some professional help. And, oh, man, so she's actually passing out first aid supplies and whatnot, so everyone can take immediately without any roll to harm off.
Yay!
Excellent.
I like not having 3 harm.
It's always nice.
It's a good time.
All right, so let's see the rolls, Solomon.
All right, so
So it
I
sounds
guess
like you're
this is
doing
gonna
a sharp roll first. Is that what you're saying?
sure, that could make sense. Yeah.
All right, so you get good sense that oh, here's something. You actually do notice that the wolf has some meat in its stomach already, and you're able to determine it's maybe deer or something.
Hmm.
And but this thing looks so famished. But everything, organs and everything, are in the right place.
Okay.
But now you can do a weird roll or a magic roll to
Hmm.
see that side of things. And by the way, what do you guys do with Ranger Neworth and Chief Ranger Easton while you guys are doing all this stuff?
Ooh.
Well, I
That's not good.
like sit next to him as I up a little bit. I do it mostly under the cloak, to just keep him from noticing that there's a lot of gold showing under my skin. And as he patches himself up, I'm sitting there considering whether I should sneakily try a lay on hands on him because I want to help, but also, mm,
Sure, you can roll a cool to see if you can do it without him noticing.
okay, I'm gonna do that. What's that?
So you see, what I do is a combination of intermittent fasting and high intensity interval training,
Oh
which
no.
some people think maybe you can't really do here, but hiking can totally be high intensity. So yeah. Oh, he notices that you're reaching for him, and he's just like, ho ho ho.
Oh no.
Yeah, his charms
Oh,
are
the girls can't
working.
leave their hands off me.
So do you work out? Do you want to work
Uh,
out? So yeah,
I
he's
uh-oh.
chatting with you at the moment. So he's totally distracted. How do you guys deal with Chief
great.
Ranger Easton?
I think honestly, Shane goes to Ranger Easton and is like asks her if there's anything to snack on in the break room or anything that he can have.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's some peanut M&Ms back there.
Nice. So yeah, I just start eating on those, and I ask Easton, have you heard from any of the other rangers around the park? Have you heard from the missing guy yet, or what's
Not
going
from
on?
Gus. The other rangers who were manning the guard posts at the other entrances have called in. Everything is good. We are with the sun setting. I feel bad for those four out there. It's too bad that you guys couldn't find them before the sun went down. So, yeah.
You hear from the other room. Ah, they'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention though, with that weird four, oh, Solomon, you feel this
Uh,
gnawing hunger.
oh
Oh
no.
no.
So, take one harm. You're super
Okay.
hungry right now.
I
But you don't get any information because of
knew I should
four.
have had that sandwich earlier.
Yeah. All right. So, the sun has set. And what do you guys plan to do? Do you want to, well, actually, yeah. What's
I,
the plan?
I have an idea. I'm gonna attempt to tune in not on the monster because I don't even really know what the monster is, so to speak. I'm gonna try to tune in. Can I tune into the influencers just based on knowing what they look like from their profile?
Sure. I'll say with the -1 forward.
Okay, cool. I'll sneak into like the bathroom, um, and just like lock myself in the
Well,
stall.
actually, um, do you remember their names? You, the player.
Um, I don't.
Oh no! Come on.
Oh, the so-sos. Yes,
Aha!
yes.
Yes, you get the
I
plus one
I
forward.
thought I thought you meant like their names.
Oh no, 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 no! Just the group
Yeah.
name. I was like, if you
I
can't remember the
only
group name, I'm not giving you that.
I only
So-sos.
remember Brenda so and two people.
Yeah. Brenda So plus
Um,
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Brianna, so
Close. Close.
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm gonna try and tune in on them.
Ooh. All right.
13.
So tell me, how does that work?
So tune in.
So so.
I get tune in to the so-sos. You can attune your mind to a monster or a minion, roll plus weird, on plus or on 10 plus hold 3. Hold one on a 7 to 9. On a miss, they become aware of you. Spend one hold to ask one of the following questions and gain +1 while acting on the answers. Um, so I'm going to say, first of all, I'm going to say, what are they doing? Wait, is that one of my things? Where's the creature? What is it planning? Is
Ooh.
it going to? Okay. Oh man, these are all creature specific, but I'm going to ask them anyway. Well, okay, we'll start with this. Where is the creature right now?
All right, so they were actually not too far away from where you guys were when you headed back. So you kind of
Hmm.
recognize some of the area as the last bits of light fade away. And so you see the four of them sitting around a campfire, and Coleman is bleeding, and it looks like he's got a wolf bite.
I want to ask. So I get 3 holds. I'm going to also ask, what is it planning to do right now?
Uh, well, I guess since you tuned into them, they just want to get back now. They're freaked out, and it's too dark though, so they're just huddled around the fire. And um, any other questions?
Um, let's see. They're not. Let's see. I'm going to say, who do they regard as the biggest threat?
So as they're sitting around, Heath is like, "What? What was that? What? What? Oh no! Oh no! It's not more wolves, is it?" And you can hear like twigs crunching, and you just see this shape just like rush over, and the vision ends.
Okay, I run back into where everybody else is, and I say, I can't explain how I know right now, but they're not far from where we just were, and they're in danger, but they're out there. We can get them if we hurry. We can save them if we hurry.
And on that note, we come to the break.
Amazing.
So,
Noise.
yeah, a 5 minute break, and make sure once you're back to move your tokens under those words, and make sure to refresh roll 20 so that it prevents the sound bug that always happens. And we'll be
Okie
back in
dokie.
5 minutes. And we are back to the adventure. So, so let's. What do you guys do? You know that the Sosos are in danger, but it is dark outside.
I would say that I should perhaps definitely go and go looking for them. I am the least appealing to anything that will protect us.
Yeah, I'm sure there's 100 flashlights around here. I'll grab one. And
Wait, what are you doing? You cannot be thinking about going back out there. And it's Chief Ranger Easton is just looking at you guys like, what are you thinking? It's dark outside. Whatever it can wait until dawn.
we've
If it
got to
is dark,
rescue them. They're out there.
and if it is dark outside, if they made any kind of campfire or such, that makes it easier to find them for us.
Now, as my duty as Chief Ranger, I have to keep people safe. Those people out there are gone. As far as we know, they've already been taken by the wolves, but we won't be able to do anything until sunrise. But you four are healthy and safe right at this moment. I can, in good conscience, let you guys out there.
Solomon, Solomon, we need
Mm,
your charm.
Okay. Um, well, let's see.
Wait, can I assist with that?
Sure, yeah.
Again, in the dark, it is easier to find people because they will make fire, they will make noise. It
There's
is.
no
There's no
guarantee
better
that these
time.
people made fire, but she's listening to you, so we'll see what her reaction is once you roll
Yeah.
her full reaction.
Manipulate some. Oh no, I'm assisting. So cool. I'm not a good at this. Sorry.
And
You
you
gotta
just
do
sort
this
of
on your
like
own.
a pat on the shoulder as you sort of get like flustered by words and human things. And
Yeah.
listen, ma'am, all right, so you've already seen the wolf. We don't know what's going on, but we do know for a fact that 6 of them pretty stealthily snuck up on us, chomped New Earth, chomped other people, and now, for pretty much no good reason, I and Shane are both starving to death. So, like, I get a feeling, right? And I've got no idea what's going on out there, but I get a feeling that whatever's going on needs to be fixed and taken care of as soon as possible. And if people are out there, we need to get to them before they get chomped or they get hungry.
Well, no offense, but the two of you look like you just have the munchies. And she makes a little like gesture like smoking weed.
So you were the meat man all along.
Listen, I'm
But
not
let's see the
one
roll.
for. Okay. Charm.
Gosh, all right, but Ranger Neworth, do you think that you can get back on your feet and get out there? And he's like, "Oh, yes, ma'am. Like this little bite, it's nothing."
He is limping.
So he's like, "Yeah, I want to help out. We need to make sure that Gus gets back home safely." So he's already put like a big patch on his leg, and he's like, "See, this is nothing. It'll just be
No,
more high intensity intervals." So
no, you are limping. You are not to walk. Filiana and gently tries to push him back down into a seating position. You should probably not even stand.
I'm fine. But in other words, this is just a stipulation because of the 8 instead of the 10.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Um, as Filiana pushes him down and is like still arguing with, I try a sneaky lay on hands to perhaps like at least get him in a position where he can walk uninhibited.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Please don't hurt me. It hurt me. How much harm there to take?
I would say he just actually just had one. So
Oh,
you've got him
very
back
good.
into good shape.
Great. So the light generally does seem to feel fully healed by now.
Yeah, he's just like, "See, I feel like a new man."
Filiana makes um sighs as she goes back to the others, but she gives Solomon at least a small thankful smile. Like, I mean, at least we can go out there.
Mm-hmm. I give you
So
a good thumbs
explain
up.
again, and this is Ranger Newworth. Explain again. How do you know where they are?
Um,
And this is you guys are actually like already leaving, and Chief Ranger Easton is holding up at the place.
Well, we saw on their, on their whatever. What's that social media thing called again? What'd you
Instagram.
say? Yeah, that one. We saw on that one thing, and I like when I was saying that, I was sort of saying that to Shane or whoever was looking it up. Solomon isn't like fond of social media.
Mm.
Um, yeah, that one thing. So like we saw on their pictures that they had pictures right near the waterfall, and when we were getting close to that region,
Hmm.
um, we saw some footprints and things like that
That's a good point.
of a number of people
Yeah. Hmm.
that's greater than one.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's like, okay, yeah, all right. Well, let's see if we can find that campfire. Oh gosh, this is going to be kind of hard though. Even with the flashlights and just there's really thick forest cover, so it looks like you guys are going to have to make a sharp roll to find this place quickly.
All of
So,
us or one of
so we
us?
sort of
One.
we're out of. Are we out of the ranger
Yeah.
spot now?
Hmm.
Okay. So what I would like to propose, and I'm sort of saying this to not Nurith, but um, I go on ahead by myself.
In the dark.
Yup.
Okay.
And and
Why though?
I do my thing. Now, like, I'm saying that to everyone, but, to everyone that isn't Nurith, like, I'm trying to imply that I have a way to get around, you know, that that is maybe not something that normal people would have and would probably keep me fairly safe.
Uh, Mr. New Earth, could you explain to me again how hiking can be sufficient exercise for your swollenness?
Absolutely. So he goes into, you know, he regales you with all these details.
And I hope he's sufficiently distracted from some.
So, what I would like to do is, as a part of my most recent level up, I took the monstrous ability for flight, and I have a sort of description of what I was thinking of what that would look like. But
I hope you have a
just to
broom.
tell you what I would like to do in general
Okay.
is I want to fly up above the tree line and look down from above.
Okay. So you've got kind of like this little magical flight thing going on.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
so to actually like describe it, like um,
Or, I mean, do you fly
mhm.
or do you transform into a bird?
No, I fly.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I fly. I definitely fly. And
Like levitate.
yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
so um, I have a little earring on my left ear that's like a little uh, geometric shape, and it sort of glows for a second, and then underneath my feet there appears like a sort of glowing little magical broom, and I sort of surf on the broom through the air.
Okay.
I love
Nice.
it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up and above the tree line, and I'm looking down for smoke or fire.
All right. Plus two. Plus two for.
Awesome. And that's
Awesome.
sharp, right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You see it. You definitely see it. It's
Nice.
it's fading though. So
Mm.
yeah, the fire. It looks like no one's tending the fire at the moment, but you at least see
Oh,
where it
that's
was.
not bad.
So I'm gonna then rush back to everyone and be like, all right, guys, like, it's over there, you know, um, and try and direct everyone the right way.
So here's something else to think about. You, a little retroactive here, but you had the body, you had the, you saw what happened to you guys. So I'll give you guys another roll for investigate a mystery to figure out what is going on
Mm.
in terms of what's behind all this.
Who here is the sharpest tool in the shed?
I've got some sharpness.
And
I
this
have
also
one.
is kind of cluing into just because you guys already did the roll, but this is more of like just everything that you guys have witnessed sort of
Hmm.
opportunity.
I'm just sort of thinking on it as we move, and someone maybe
Yeah.
having an epiphany. Yeah.
Oh,
Does
and even
anyone
Ranger
wanna?
Neworth is like, gosh, why is it so cold? It shouldn't be this cold.
Oh
Oh, jeez.
no.
Do you guys
Okay,
want to start, or does somebody else want to do
yeah.
that?
Oh, well,
Does
someone can
anyone want to
do.
assist?
Yeah, we can do it. Definitely should do an assist roll before this.
I'll be down to assist.
Yeah, please, someone other than me, because my track record is not.
So do you think the best way to do this would just be to like distract Ranger Neworth, or to just like
Oh no,
like
this is
what
more
are
of like you're actually assisting by trying to jog your memories of things
okay,
that,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we're like going over things as we walk, kind of.
And I'm kind of distracting yours all the while so you can talk openly. I hope.
Okay.
About is plus cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm probably the worst person to do this. I can
Yeah.
still do it, but I have -1. So
Who was the other person with one cool?
I also have -1.
What?
I have 0 cool.
God, I'm the only one with one cool.
Oh wow.
Ah! Oh no!
Well, I mean, maybe this could work.
Oh, that's
Maybe
good. Roll.
actually, maybe Ranger Neworth knows something as you're
Yeah.
talking to him. So,
Or just remember
Yeah,
something.
I gently steer the conversation towards like how weirdly cold it is tonight, and then oh no, he's gonna read that as flirting too. No, it's okay.
I believe.
all
Hey,
right. So, yeah, as you're talking to him, he's like, you know, I was doing some research just a while back about fitness regimens for indigenous peoples. It's really fascinating stuff. Pemmican and the high energy content. And he's like going into all this stuff about, like, yeah. So he's found a way to blend study of indigenous peoples and fitness, modern fitness.
incredible!
Yep.
It would be the funniest shit if he was actually like highly educated just because he finds a fitness angle to everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's totally he's not a dumb guy. He's just in
Oh,
shape.
cool.
So he's got many layers that you're starting to see. So
Like
it's
an
like an
onion.
onion.
yeah. So plus one.
Yeah, but you guys overhear that, I suppose. That's where you can make your move.
He's actually even dropping names like, oh yeah, with the Athabascan people and blah 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 endurance training versus da 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 da. So yeah, that
What?
can't be right.
Oh.
No, it's because you did the double plus.
So it's
Yeah, so instead of
so it's
writing
8.
forward plus plus,
Oh,
Just write 1.
oh yeah. So
yeah.
it's an 11. You got it. Ooh.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Okay. So as
Nice.
he's talking, um, you're like, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. He just mentioned something when he said Athabascan. So one moment. Something comes to you. You're like, wait a minute. I remember something. Who was it that got it?
Shane, me.
Shane. Okay. So Shane, I'm going to open up something for you to read, and I'll let you read it actually, since your character is the one that got it.
Okay.
So you remember this? Oh, maybe it's from one of Azra's books.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, go ahead, go for it. It's on your screen now, or should be, or journal.
Oh, journal. How do you pronounce that word?
Oh, Wetchugay.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm looking forward to hearing about it.
so guys, the Wetchugay, I'm remembering from reading Azra's library, the Wetchugay is like there's this creature called a Wetchugay that's a creature of cold and famine. He appears in the legends of the Athabascan people of the Pacific Northwest. It's said to be a person who has been possessed or overwhelmed by the power of one of the ancient giant spirit animals related to becoming too strong. These giant animals were crafty, intelligent, powerful, and somehow retain their power despite being transformed into the normal-sized animals of the present day. Closely related to they're closely related to the Wendigo, and they share its insatiable cannibalistic nature. I think we can hurt it with fire.
Dun dun dun.
One of those things that I don't use.
Or by repeatedly slapping me against it because I'm smite.
Oh yeah. All right, you guys are armed with some very important knowledge.
Alrighty. Oh, that reminds.
Oh, wait a minute. While you're
I wonder
talking
if that.
about this, though, Ranger Neworth is there. So,
Yeah.
I'm currently talking to Nears and trying to keep his attention on.
okay.
Should I
Maybe
roll for
I
that?
guess if I would have I mean if I would have known how revealing that information was, I think I would have conveyed it telepathically.
Okay.
Ha!
You know what I mean? Like I
Shane
Yeah,
can
would
sure.
just do that.
Shane wouldn't just be like
Gosh, that's creepy.
the whole time we've been trying to hide our spooky powers, and this guy wouldn't just all of a sudden be like, "Oh, maybe this is a big old monster."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Filiana is the one who doesn't find this spooky at all because, oh, this is so convenient. I don't even need to open.
But that reminds me, they had a campfire. The Sosos had a campfire.
Yeah. Solomon saw it, so that's
Do you
where you guys
think?
are heading.
Yeah. But I wonder if that has anything to do, like, I don't know. I just like probably not anything to go off right now, but they did have one. So, but anyway, sorry.
Well,
if the fire's
having
still
one
going, we can-
and knowing how to use it against
Yeah.
something that you don't know about, do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that may have helped them because they were surrounded by it, but it also may have just not. I don't know.
or it might be something available to you guys.
That's true. Yes.
Get there before it goes out.
When do
Yes.
we arrive?
All right, so as you guys are going, I need one person, whoever you think is the most observant, to make a sharp roll.
Not me.
I
think
have-
it's
One sharp.
All right, let's see it. Okay.
Heck yeah.
So, Drew, you hear the snap of a twig
Oh bugger.
and see
Okay.
this.
Oh.
It's a shotgun. Oh no.
So, I think the best idea here would be to, like, say, everyone, let's circle up because there's something out there.
Well, this thing is, these eyes are
eyes.
walking right for you, Drew. What do you do?
I'm going to pull out my gun and shoot like at the where I assume the feet would be. Again, just I'm not trying to murder it yet, but just kind of see if it'll flinch at all.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see that roll.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
More XP.
Literally, but also, oops.
you hear a pained scream, a female voice.
Oh no!
Oh jeez. Filiana. Oh no.
Ah!
Filiana, like, immediately, looks over to that direction and, takes a few, tentative steps, there before, looking at Shen and the others, as if for permission to go.
You shot me! You shot me! Her eyes are red.
Wait.
Those are her eyes.
Oh god! Oh jeez!
Why did you shoot me? Oh my god, those things! They're still out there! Oh my god! What? She's like freaking out. She's bleeding. What do you do? And her eyes are red.
I. Okay. I'm going to. Oh shoot! That threw me for a loop. Okay. I'm going.
Should I just go over to her because I'm the one who can also take them? Much of she took.
Well, I would say this though. He was the closest and reacted first. He shot her.
Mm.
And I would
Yeah.
say, I mean, just in character, Drew, you just realized that you shot Brenda So. Yes, her eyes are red, but what would you do in character? Don't think
I
about
will.
as player and meta and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay, so I'm definitely just gonna like, shoot. I don't like the fact that her eyes are red. That's scaring me. It's a person, so I'm just gonna run over and like, um, start to like I shine my flashlight, see like where I shot her, and try to.
Why did you shoot me? Oh my god, I've been trying to get away from those monsters. Oh my god, no, Coleman, no. She's like totally freaking out.
Oh God.
Can I
Remember, you
join
can do like
Drew?
first aid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just pull out some first aid. So what is first aid?
We
Is
can
that
say it's
sharp?
sharp. Yeah.
Shoot.
So
Okay.
at this point, yeah, the rest of you guys can get closer, but her
Okay.
eyes are red.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do some first aid just to try to help her out, calm her. Well, I don't know about calm her down, but do
All right.
first aid.
Um.
Shoot.
Hmm.
I'm gonna like shine my flashlight around the woods and see if I can see anything else surrounding us.
Not at the moment. Why did you shoot me?
God, I didn't know it was you. There have been wolves all around here. I just heard the twig and well, I reacted instinctively, I guess. Oh, jeez. Here, I'll,
We have to get out of here.
do a
We have
first
to get
aid.
out of here.
Filiana kneels down next to her and gently tries to soothe her. It'll be okay. We're here now, and we're here to get you home.
I'm
It's
so
okay.
hungry. I'm so hungry.
Don't give in to that. We will find food at home
Her
and
eyes are
get you out of here.
turning even more red.
Oh, jeez.
I keep trying to pacify her with my soothe, but I think that mainly works on people. Let's see.
Yeah, it's not working on her.
Yeah, I
I'm
took this
going
one.
to knock her out with the back of my pistol. I don't know what else to do, but I think having her as the fact that she's getting really hungry is probably not a stupendous idea.
Yep.
I should. Nope, not
Roll
that.
some, kick some ass.
When in doubt, knock him out.
11.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Things would have been different if that roll wasn't that high. So,
Okay.
you describe it. You actually knock her out, but how do you do it?
I'm just going to like Feliana's calming her down, and I'm just going to like stand up, kind of calmly and slowly, and kind of reach for my pistol without, like she's distracted, and I'm going to reach for for my pistol and just go wonk and hit her on the head, like the back of the head with it.
All right.
And knock her out.
She is
Do we
knocked
have-
out.
Do we have any
Oh, good.
rope? Maybe we should bind her in case she wakes up.
I think last adventure I kind of said that I have rope, so
Yeah. Like a Boy Scout.
yeah,
You're
let's
always
just like
prepared.
yeah, got the Eagle Scout vibes. I'm gonna just like tie her up.
I mean, hopefully we can help her, and then we'll come back
Yeah.
and untie her, obviously. But
I don't like the fact that we're just leaving here though. I mean, I don't know what else we're gonna be able to do, but
Mr. Neworth could perhaps take her back.
I could also.
Filiana looks over to him. That would be so heroic.
What do you mean? Like, we should all go back. We just found her. She's talking
There's
about
more people
monsters
out
and
here.
stuff. She's probably been attacked by the wolves. Like, we saved somebody. Let's go.
we gotta
But-
save the rest of them. Are you kidding?
Yes. And if we split up, if you bring her back to the station and we go on, then we can still help the rest. And we do have another ranger here. I gestured to Drew.
Ranger Neworth rolls his eyes. So it's going to be a manipulate someone. He's not as confident in Drew's abilities, unfortunately.
yeah.
That's, that's fair. 'Cause, I mean, if we split up, if you bring her back to the station and we go on, then we can still help the rest. And we do have another ranger here. I gestured to Drew. So it's gonna be a manipulate someone. He's not as confident in Drew's abilities, unfortunately.
Yeah.
if I roll an assist for the manipulation,
I say you get +1 forward because he likes you.
yeah. Okay. It's a cool roll. Oops, I forgot the +1. So it's a 12. Wow!
Yeah, that works. He's like, all right, well, I guess I am the only one who can actually, like, carry her in a fireman's carry. And he demonstrates, like, see, this is how you do it. Boom, over one shoulder. All right. Good luck.
I beam and say, "You're so wonderful. Thank you so much."
Yeah. So it's good to have these guns. And he heads off. So, yeah, you
Shit.
got Brenda out of the way. And as
Let's
he
see.
goes, you guys hear something nearby. He's gone though. You got him to safety, and Brenda's out of the way.
Very
And
good.
you
Cool.
see this.
And we don't have a mundane person close.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Oh dear, get it?
Aha. Aha.
It's spooky Darth Vader.
You can hear what he's saying, right?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. So as that happens, I need all of you to give me a tough roll.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, Gott sei Dank.
Hey, I leveled up though.
Oh, whoever had the protein potion, you've got a +1 on this.
Shane.
So I rolled 6 then.
Oh no. So you are affected by this wave of hunger. And here we go.
Okay.
So note the results that you guys
Oof.
have. So
Shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you guys bring your tokens over to the board, but you've got a fight on your hands. And,
All right.
you can hear them. They're still. One of them is speaking. You can hear that terrible sound.
I think I'm actually.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Oh, so is what he's saying. I'm actually going to spend a luck to resist that curse
Oh. Okay.
because that's pretty. I
Oh,
I only
actually,
really
ooh,
do.
that's a good idea.
Oh,
Alright,
by
I
the
get
way,
that.
guys, don't forget, you guys were in San Francisco. Some of you, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, there were some things that some of you guys may have brought with you.
Yes. I have not forgotten.
Good.
Okay. I'm going to pull out the old pistol and fire away
All right.
because my past experiences, for the most part. Yes.
Nice. And they're pretty far away from you, so. All right. How much damage?
2 damage.
But you
Oh,
also
but-
have an
One
option.
damage. Oh, but yeah, that's true. Okay, so I'm just gonna make it inflict terrible harm. So 2 damage in total.
Oh, wait. The pistol's 2, and then you're going to add 1, right? So for 3.
Yeah, but I have
was
the
cursed.
attack.
Oh,
Sometimes.
right.
So
Right. So
it's
2 total
2
damage?
total.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're so hungry, your hands are shaking, and it's getting colder. So, yeah, but it doesn't retaliate. It's too far at the moment. All right.
I would like to shift into my actual form and slowly walk towards them while already ripping another chain out of my body.
Oh,
In
nice.
among other reasons, so they are a bit distracted from the rest of the group and focus on me.
Maho Shoujo transformation.
La la la!
All right, yeah.
For now,
Is the campfire nearby at all?
Oh yeah, it's there. It's just little embers though. So yeah, but it's there. All right. Oh, so Feliana, I missed the very
yes.
last part. You're just preparing, right?
Yeah, I'm just preparing.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, this one, lowers its head and it charges right at you.
Alright. Um,
Or actually, no, it charges the person who tried to shoot at him. That was Drew, right?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's me.
All right. But Feliana, I mean, you're kind of right there, so
yeah, so, I could try to tackle it from the side.
you could.
And I think that's what I'm gonna do, that I try to get the right moment to tackle it away from Drew from the side.
Okay.
And get my chain around its neck somehow.
All right. Sounds like maybe protect someone.
Yeah. That was also tough, right?
Mhm.
Oh wait, I have this as a basic move. Right here. Protects.
Ooh,
Hey!
nice.
And keep in mind that my whole body is the weakness.
I do, yeah. Hmm.
Cool. Thank you.
So, tell me what you want to do with the protect roll.
I'm sorry, so, let me look at the sheet. Choose an extra. You suffer little harm. All impending danger is now focused on. Inflict one harm on the enemy you hold back. I'd like to take, I hold the enemy back by, getting the chain around its neck.
Okay. So, it's got 3 harm worth, but you've got 2 armor, so that's not going to hurt you too bad.
Yeah,
Unless you're cursed. Are you cursed? No, you're not.
no, I'm not.
Ooh, you're not. Oof, okay.
Do it. Wait a second, I need to check something. It, okay, yeah. One harm.
All right. So, yeah, you did it. You've got the chain around him, and I'll say this because it's protect someone versus kick some ass, so you don't directly do damage right at this moment, but I'll say that you get +1 forward on actually inflicting damage next round.
Awesome.
All right. Before these two go, you guys can go.
So I'm thinking about trying to get over to the campfire and use whatever dying embers to power up some magic and try and call some lightning to light a tree on fire.
Oh, tell you what, as you're moving towards the fire, this one, it looks at you and the fire, and you notice recognition, and it's racing to the fire as well. So it looks like you guys are racing to get to the fire at the same time. It looks like he's going to try to put it out. So tell me how you want to roll it.
All right, So what am I rolling then?
It's up to you. You can either do tough because you're just physically running, or you try to use magic to kind of get there before that thing does, to put out the last of the flames.
Well, maybe I'm using my flight, to sort of glide along the ground.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Tell you what, I'll give you +1 on the roll then. We'll say it's a magic +1.
Oh, there it is.
You get to the fire right before it does.
Awesome.
All right, so what do you do?
So I'm gonna put one hand down into the fire, and grab a bunch of embers in my hand and sort of crush it as the heat disperses, and sort of summon condense that heat into a charge of lightning in my other hand, and just blast it out into the nearest tree in order to light that tree on fire.
Okay. Yeah, let's see the roll.
Okay.
I like it though.
Ah,
All right,
yes.
the tree bursts into flames.
Nice.
So this thing, I mean, it knows what you can do now, and it just like reaches for you, but it's not like trying to hold you, but you just see icicles forming on its hands, and this is what you feel. Cold wind assails you. I need you to roll tough.
Alrighty. Not my strong suit. Ah, definitely not my strong suit.
Yeah. Though you've got magic armor, don't
I
you?
do have magic armor, that is correct.
Oh, you actually. I'll say that the embers are completely blown out, but you have the tree on fire, and
Mm-hmm.
you are knocked flat on the ground. And
Alrighty.
yeah, you've got -1 forward
Okay.
because as you're knocked to the ground, this one comes charging at you,
Mm, not fun.
and its head is down. It's trying to just like supercharge trample you.
Mm-hmm.
So, what sort of role do you want to do for defense?
I'm gonna see if I can quickly pull up an ice wall.
Okay, you've got -1
Um,
on it because it's
I do.
yeah, you're knocked down, and yeah,
But I mean, there is cold wind all around me, so I might be able to pull it off.
that's true.
They are creatures of ice and cold, so.
They are.
Oh, no, well, I'm not pulling it off, that's for sure.
Well, I'll say this. Let's say that you start to bring up an ice wall, and the
Mhm.
Wetchigate just reaches right through it
Mm.
because they are creatures of
Oh.
cold. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, you're hit with 3 harm. Don't
Does
forget
that?
armor.
Okay, so 2 armor. All right, I have to put that there.
And
All
this
right.
one, it's like trying to go for you, like it wants to take a bite out of you. And
Mm-hmm.
Shane, I think you still have go, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I was looking at the fire to do something there too, but when Solomon heads over there and kind of creates a column of fire with that tree, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna kind of run up, and I'm going to attempt to use my kinetic like force powers to just pull the tree down on top of the
Oof.
two
Oh, I
that are right
like it.
next to each
That's
other.
some
We're getting more
cinematic.
and more creative.
Yeah. I'm going to say this, though. That's really hard. So
Yeah.
that's going to be -1 on this. But in return, you will be able to hit both of them. If this, well, let's see
Awesome.
what the roll does. But it's
Mm-hmm.
-1.
Weird, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. So
Ooh.
describe it.
Whew.
This
Yeah.
burning
So
tree
I
hits
see
both.
him. I see him strike lightning on this tree, and I run up and I just like put my hand out, and my eyes kind of roll back in my head, and then I clench the fist. And when I clenched my fist, the tree just kind of like creaks and then snaps and then falls backwards on top of the two Wachuge.
Oh my gosh, they are so enraged. Actually, I need to pull a sound effect in for this. I've got a
Yes.
sound effect that should work for this one. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Okay. Okay, this is really weird. Why isn't that? Ah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really not happy. But
Sounds
that
like a
did
they
some
problem.
massive damage. That was their weakness, and yeah, you hurt them both bad. But their attention is on you now. All
Makes
right,
sense.
so start of the next round. I'm going to say that because of what Shane just did, you've got their attention big time. So
Yeah.
this one is actually, yeah, it's going to charge at you. It
Mm.
like you see it burning, but this like cold wind column just kind of like flows from above and puts out the flames as it goes for you.
Hmm.
But it's hurt. So let's get some kick some ass.
Okay.
Or, I mean, you can defend yourself in other ways, so up to you.
Right. I think I am gonna do kick some ass here. I'm going to whip around my shotgun and try and shoot this thing.
Okay. Nice. All right.
Nice.
Do you do full damage or?
Yeah, because I resisted the curse with my luck, so.
Perfect. Wow, this thing is messed up. But it is going to hit you for 3 harm.
Whew.
Oh, but not necessarily because you rolled a 10. So. Oh no, you rolled an 8. Sorry. Never
No,
mind.
I rolled an 8. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. So 3 harm. It tramples you, and actually, it doesn't trample you. It does this.
Gorges on your flesh. Ooh.
So it is going to heal back some of that. It gulps
gee.
and looks healthier.
Oh gosh.
Next up.
Alright, it's pistol time, baby. Oh, wait, Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it. Okay.
Yeah, how much damage is
Yeah,
that?
so that's, well, that's only 1 because I have the debuff,
Oh no.
the curse.
It
So
doesn't.
just 1 damage.
Yeah, so unfortunately it doesn't penetrate, but it does knock it down, and that means that Feliana gets +2 against it.
Heck yeah.
So you did help.
Yay!
Good segue for Feliana to go.
Yeah. I use my position I'm in right now to choke the Vichuga out with my chain. That would be 3 harm magically and counts as the weakness. So I guess the flame also begins to light up with golden flames.
All right. Nice.
Neat. So.
Just waiting for the roll.
Oh! Right, I need to roll for that.
It was a great description. Let's see
Yeah,
what happens.
thank you! There we go. Here we go.
All
So,
right. So you guys are going to
roll.
trade 3 harm, 3 harm. These things are really tough. However, how much damage do you do?
3 harm is the base damage,
Yeah.
and then
And it's got the
whatever
weakness.
bonus.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was
Weakness.
enough. Boom. You get to describe what happens. You take this one down.
I'd say as I choke it, it manages to swipe at me pretty hard. Like even managing to tear open my my skin a little bit, making gold glint beneath it. But it just makes me give the chain an even stronger jerk for a moment, and it is set ablaze all of a sudden, which
Nice.
finishes the creature off.
A beautiful golden flame. Yeah.
Hmm.
Very nice.
That only like shows up for a moment and then dies. The flame dies too.
Beautiful. A beautiful end.
A very beautiful end. That's my signature thing.
All right. So, yeah, this other one that is, it's gonna go for Solomon. It's reaching for you, Solomon. What do you do?
Alrighty. Okay. Well, Hmm.
You've got a
Actually
burning
wondered.
like tree trunk right in front of you
Yeah,
where Shane threw it down.
exactly what
So
I was gonna think. I was wondering.
mhm.
I don't myself, by default, have the combat magic effect of fire. But since we have fire there, could
Sure,
I maybe utilize the existing fire to create a firewall?
yeah. hmm
Okay, I would like to do that. I would like to
I'll say
create
that you get to do it even though you normally don't, but it'll be -1 forward. You're not as familiar with working with fire.
Sure, yeah. Alrighty. So I sort of, I'm on the ground still, right?
hmm
And um, I'm like, well, ice didn't work last time. Okay, time for fire. And with a wave of my hand, I sort of gesture upwards, and as I do, I try and call the fire up.
All right.
And that is -1. Submit. Ah, just barely.
Okay. You bring it up, and this thing, it stops, and it recognizes the fire, and you
Hmm.
see it like put out its hands, and it's this cold wind blows straight at the fire. So it is trying to use winter chill again. But you actually, because of the fire, I'll say that you get +2 on this roll.
Okay, that's tough, right?
hmm
Yeah. Okay, so +2. Ah, okay.
All right, nice. So, yeah, I'll say that this it doesn't even knock you down. Like it's
Mhm.
actually, let's think of it this way: it's kind of like this firewall, and it's like this, frost-bitten wind is like mixing with it, kind of like when you have the elements fighting each other,
Mhm.
and there's steam everywhere. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a battle of magic, and this thing you can tell it's just it's a powerful magic user as well.
Mhm.
Also, one thing to note, this one is not saying so-so.
Hmm.
Mm.
So two are saying so,
hmm
Mm.
right?
But one is
And
not.
one
Well,
isn't.
were.
And is the one that's on the ground, was that one of the ones saying so?
It was.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So
I
two of
mean,
these are the influencers, and one of them might
that's
be
exactly
the
what I was
other.
going to say. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't really know if that changes our strategy at all, though.
Well, I
Right?
feel like we should probably focus the one that isn't saying so,
Oh, gotcha.
because maybe it's the origin.
So we save the still living one if we kill the.
Possibly.
Gotcha.
I mean, I don't know how this works, but that would
I mean, who
be
knows? But
what
also,
my gut
too, what
instinct
happened to
says.
Gus? Ooh,
Hmm.
don't know. So,
Oh, you're right.
Right.
Just
Could
kill
be
Hawk.
Gus.
Just kill Hawk.
all right. So next up,
Is that me?
I think so. Yep.
Okay. I am going to um hmm. Let's see. I guess I'm just gonna shoot again. I don't have any cool flashy magic powers, so I'm just gonna go with the classic gun move.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, gun.
Fail. Just good grief. Okay. But I do get 1 XP.
It's true. You're racking it up today. You're
Yeah,
you're
I have
really learning
already
from your
leveled up
mistakes.
once. Okay, so
I think we're in the next round.
yeah.
All right. The one that's like by you, Shane, it is enraged, and it is trying to gorge on you again. So, let's do kick some ass. Or, well,
Oof.
however you wish to defend. I keep forgetting that you guys are weird boys, so you can do other things. So,
Weird word game.
Yeah.
yeah. It's eating you right now, so do something.
Right. Right. Yeah. If I trade damage with this thing, I'm going to die or have to spend a luck point. So I think I'm going to use magic to try and trap a a monster. So I'm going to try and like basically just hold it, maybe like suspend
Ooh,
it in
yeah.
the air above me or something like that.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. 9.
All right. I'm going to say the force of this by you doing it, it's a massive strain on you. So you take 1. But
Okay.
this thing is suspended in the air above you, flailing about. Anyone who attacks it, everyone who attacks it actually this round while it's suspended is +1.
Get it.
Okay, I have an idea.
Order up.
If I use 1 luck point, can I throw my lighter kind of near the fire and just like have the heat make it explode? Do you think that's too far-fetched? Like, I don't know, but I think that'd be pretty epic. Like, if I throw it essentially on the fire, which is real close to where Solomon is, right? And that
Yeah.
monster beast. Okay,
Sure. I mean, it's a luck point, so
I'm
I'll say
kind of
that.
considering
Sure,
that. I don't know.
it's I mean, if you really want to use a luck point for that, yeah, I'll say
I don't.
sure.
I don't know if I want to though, because like as a mundane,
Well,
I
let me
could
put
get
it this
that plus
way:
one,
instead of
but I don't
using
know.
luck, you're using it before you even see a
I'll
roll.
try.
You can just try
That's
it.
true. I'll try rolling first. Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of roll? Like,
I would say that would be kick some ass. Like I mean, that's trying to kick some
okay,
ass.
yeah. All
So you're
right.
just throwing the lighter at it.
Okay.
There you
That's not
go.
too bad.
All right.
Yeah, I don't even need to use luck. Sweet.
That hit its weakness. You just killed it. So describe.
Awesome. So I just like pull it out of my pocket and just, I think I like kind of like click it once, and then throw it at the real close to the burning tree. And it takes a second, and then the heat just like it starts to melt the plastic, and it just blows up. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a huge explosion, but the flammable stuff in their gas or whatever is
Yeah. Maybe it was so intent on
good enough.
Solomon and the magical battle between frost and fire that it doesn't even notice the danger and how close it is to the other fire.
And it just blows up.
Well
Heck
done.
yeah.
All right, you guys have 1. It's suspended in the air. It's flailing around, and it wants to eat Shane.
And
So
it doesn't turn back into a human, huh?
The one on the ground?
No,
Oh, no, none of them do, actually, at this moment.
oh.
All right, who's up next? Who's going to go for the last what you gay?
Is the round already through?
Yeah, yeah, it's a new round.
Then I stand up, pull my chain off the Witchuga off the ground, and lash it at the one that is still alive.
All right, it's one that's saying so-so.
I know, but killing the other one didn't turn it back, and it doesn't seem like it would stop attacking us.
Right?
Try taking a picture of it. Put it on Instagram.
Oh, God. Oh, insult to injury. Salt to the wounds.
Okay, I do pause and carefully begin to sing the jingle. So, because there's so much more to life.
Okay, yeah.
Does that do anything?
It stops flailing, so everybody has +2 against it now. It's totally distracted. That helped.
Oh, jeez.
And I'll even say you still get to attack if you want.
Okay, then, Filiana takes a deep breath after that and, says, "You will be relieved." And then she lashes at it with the chain.
Meet a beautiful end.
It's
All
a
right,
9.
that does it.
Nice. You saved me.
Well
I'm
done.
glad.
All right, you actually can hear something in the distance. What do you guys do?
Anna.
When we-
What do we hear in the distance?
Yeah.
Yeah, how far?
That's all you can hear. It's pretty close in
All
the
right.
dark, though.
I'll whip my flashlight around and see if I can get closer to it and see something.
I drag myself over to Shane to lay on.
It's Gus, and he is dying. There are pieces missing
No,
on his
Gus.
body,
Oh my god.
Gee.
and his eyes are
Ah.
red.
Maybe I should shift over to Gus.
He's barely conscious.
Um,
What do you guys do?
Drew, this is your coworker, right? Do you...
Yeah. Shoot, I don't have any like. Well, I'm definitely gonna run over, and I'm just gonna try to do first aid, I guess. I mean, like, see what I can do with that.
All right. So let me put it this way: he is so injured that this will be whether he lives or dies. So let's see it.
Jeez.
I mean, he's really bleeding out right now.
Oh, jeez.
I could
First aid
also.
is sharp, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna use luck.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you remember you could still roll to
That's
save
true.
the
I
life.
keep forgetting.
First,
Yeah.
and then you
Okay, I'm
decide.
gonna use luck. Yeah.
Okay.
I keep
Well, no,
forgetting I
the
have to
7
roll first. Yeah.
it works. I'll say this though. He it's going to be a little. It's not the best result, but I'm going to say that he loses an arm. But you had to amputate an arm to like save his life. Maybe you could see it was just like all infected and gross, which is kind of weird because
Yeah.
infection this quick. But
That's
yeah,
unlikely. Yeah.
but he passes out.
Yeah, I
but
guess.
as he passed out, his eyes were red.
Does he look
Oh shoot! The
cold?
red eyes. Is that what? Oh jeez.
And Brenda's back at base with red eyes.
Oh no. Can one of the weird boys take a look at that and see like
Does
if
he
they can
react?
pick up on anything?
Does he
What's that?
react?
Like just on Gus. If that's like to
I mean, remember,
solidify
you
the
guys
fact
can
that
try to, maybe it's like some sort of curse.
Yeah.
You can try.
Before you do anything, because Shane is probably the one who did, I will lay on hands.
Nice.
Looks bad. Okay.
All right, so he's
Yeah, he can heal too. But Filiana, looks in a very bad condition after that.
yeah, definitely. All right, so one of the weird boys. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna try to. I don't think there's that much time to really assess the situation more than just assume that what's going on is some sort of curse or magic at work.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna take out of my pouch some of my signature Expresto magic tools, such as the Sage. Oh God, what was it called? Hang on a second.
Smudging thing?
I like
It
that.
was. I need to.
Tell you
find
what, you get +1 for that, and you also get +1 for unknown reasons.
Oh, very cool.
Depending on the role, you'll realize why.
All right. Well, I'm basically trying to cleanse magic, and like remove any magic from his body, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
Right. It's the magic erase marker and the sage flares.
Yay!
That's what I was looking for mentally. Okay, so I'm just like, he's out of it, and he has got no idea why someone is drawing on him with a weird marker.
Mhm.
But I'm just like drawing symbols, like some on his forehead, cheeks, like shoulders, and I'm just like at like different points down the body, and then I light a sage flare, and I just like shove it in his face, and he like inhales a little bit weakly, and it's like really hard for him to get through.
I like it.
But it's cleansing into the magic. So I'm gonna roll weird.
Yeah,
and you
weird.
said
+2.
+2. Okay.
All
That one.
right. So he actually like wakes up, his eyes flash open, and you see the red draining out of them.
When you say red draining out, do you mean like it's a fluid that's coming from his eyeballs, or it's
No, no,
like,
no, just the color. It's fading back to
okay,
normal.
gotcha.
Yeah. And at that point, you feel like magic emanating from the Wechuge that's closest to you, the one that didn't say so. And you feel that you broke the connection, even though it's dead, there was still a lingering connection.
Hmm.
So you've got some Wechuge bodies. You guys know that two of them are Coleman and Heath, but there's the one that wasn't.
Right. I get the feeling
Hmm.
that maybe if we can, so if this is some kind of curse, or if this is something similar to how the uh was it a no, it wasn't a Wendigo. It was the
Yeah, they're similar to Wendigos.
but the owl creature.
Oh,
Um
Lechuza.
yeah, Lechuza, thank you. Um I'm thinking maybe we can, try to convert the bodies back to their original human form. And even if like they can't be, resuscitated, we can at least bring their bodies home.
yeah, you can try.
There's the. I'm worried about the girl who's back at the
Yeah,
ranger camp.
so
So I kind of feel like we obviously can't carry all three of these bodies. I feel like, or all four of these
Right.
bodies. So I feel like we're either choosing to help these people or
well, tell you what,
and
I
risk.
say you guys can, in reasonable time, take back two bodies.
Hmm.
So you might actually, so you know about, you already know that Coleman and Heath are Wechuge. You don't
Hmm.
know anything
Yeah,
about the one that didn't say so. So that might be,
right.
I think we should take that one, actually. I think that should be one of the ones to take, because if I sensed a sort of link breaking from Gus to that one, it might be better to take that one, simply because I felt that
yeah.
magic break,
Hmm.
and if I can feel that magic break in Brenda as well, then that might be of some assistance in
Yeah.
cleansing it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
this creature is the source.
All right. So you guys are going to take back which two? The
The question
non-so-so?
mark one,
Uh-huh.
yeah, the unknown, and then probably Gus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll just hope that severing. Maybe I don't know. I'd like to see whether or not she's turned yet. Once we get back to the
Yeah. Yeah.
because if she's turned, what if we tried to do? What if the weird boys focused on like a ritual severing of the tie, while the other two kind of like defend the other rangers against the new Wachuga or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right. So how are you guys
Yeah.
going to explain this crazy looking body?
Honestly, I don't think we really have too much time to worry about explanations.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, I'm thinking maybe what I do is like um, I encase it in ice,
Hmm.
and I realize that it's like ice and famine creature, but maybe because it's like that way it's disguised, but ice might make it feel better. Oh shoot, that's probably a bad idea then.
Yeah.
Hmm,
It might be time for Drew to do his thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Drew might have to just say tell him the truth.
Up to you guys,
I
though.
mean, in the future, this place could become like a hunter outpost of
Yeah.
sorts, so it might not be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading back to base, yeah?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's super dark, and you don't see anybody.
Oh, great.
What do you guys say?
Filiana just heads as fast as possible to where she has seen the first aid supplies because oof, she needs help.
All right. What about the rest of you?
I'm going to um, just like go inside, open up the door because I have my keys. If it's locked, I don't know if it's locked though.
Hmm.
Probably not. Uh, Open up the door and just like go in, turn off the light, turn on the light. I got my gun.
All right. So you see Chief Ranger Easton and Ranger Neworth, and they're like, "Oh my God! Thank God you're back." She like went nuts. She tried to bite me. We had to throw her into the broom closet, and you can hear like thumping there.
Oh, great.
Oh, thank goodness you guys are okay. Um, oh jeez.
Holy shit! What is that?
Drew,
Uh,
you got to just
do you,
tell him.
All right. I'm going to like the whole deal. I'm gonna use trust me.
All right. So what do you actually say in character at this moment?
Shoot. Um, well, we believe that those wolf attacks and those animal attacks were caused by this creature, this monster,
What the fuck is that? Like Ranger Neworth is like, "Oh my God!"
and we are concerned that it has some sort of control or hold on Brenda, and she's going to be suffering from the same things that the wolves were, like extreme hunger, and uh, we're not sure, but it may she may turn into one of them, kind of almost
Oh
like
my
a.
God, this is nuts. This automatically works though, right? You don't even have to roll for it, or do you have to roll for it?
No, I do have to roll. It's a charm.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. 12. Okay,
Nice.
sweet. So on a 10 plus, they'll do what you say, no questions asked.
All right. So actually, so
So
Ranger Neworth, he's kind of freaking out, but Ranger Easton, she's all about business. She's like, "Well, you solved it. This is some fucked up shit, but do you know how to? Obviously, you know how to kill them. Do you know how
yeah,
to stop whatever is happening?"
there may be something we can do, but we need to get her out of there, and
Safely without people dying.
yeah, without all of us getting hurt.
Or,
Um,
well, I mean, remember the other option is that, you guys, oh, actually, okay, no, I shouldn't say anything. Yes, yes, you guys are working with the information that you have. So, okay, so Ranger Easton's like, all right, um, we can help you restrain her and tell us what to do.
okay,
And is that thing really dead?
uh, we think so.
We sure hope so.
All right.
Ideally.
We are pretty sure we killed it. Um, can we put it in another room or tie it up or something?
bless you.
Sure.
All right, I'm just gonna use my rope and tie it up real good. Um, and then I think, do you
Actually,
guys have?
I was just gonna quickly ask. Uh, I happen to have a bonus to trapping specific person, minion, or monster or creature for use magic. So I might even reinforce the rope with a magical binding.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
could work.
let's do that.
I'm gonna try and do that real quick.
Awesome,
All right. Well done.
sweet. All right, so I'm going to ask Chief Ranger Easton if she has any sort of like small torch-like things that we can use to just kind of hold Brenda at bay. So like, not that we're gonna attack her with it, but
Hmm.
like just to like kind of keep her
Yes,
in case she
absolutely.
is. Wachugade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I think we're just gonna like let her out, I guess.
All right. So
Is that what sounds good to you guys? I don't want to make the decision here without
I mean, what we could
input.
do is use some magic and have her leave the cabinet and leave the closet into a trap circle of some sort.
Oh.
It is something I'm good at after all, you know.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. So and then I mean the torches and the fire will definitely still be useful in holding her at bay and away from us, which is definitely something we need. So I'm gonna roll weird to create a trap again, and a little. Yep.
All right.
So I sort of I use my my signature to the normies. It looks like a red Sharpie, but it is the blood Sharpie, trademarked, soon to be in public production. And I sort of draw on the ground like a nice circle, and then I put in some lines to start filling out a star, a pentagram, and add a few sigils at each corner. And then I'm like, all right, guys, candle or torch or any like just something with fire, please. Can't like
All right.
I just put that there. All right, and then bam, it's all set up.
Okay. It looks like so you got her bound, and you've got the body over there, and yeah. So we're gonna say this is kind of like medium magic. It's not big magic, but
Yeah.
it's definitely it takes some time and some ritual. So let's get that roll. And someone can definitely roll an assistance, and you can do cool or you can use weird for this assistance roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled already.
Oh, I thought that was just the one to keep her held. I'm talking about there
No,
needs to be a separate ritual.
The first roll was to the 8 was to hold the question mark Wachuga, and then the second one, because use magic is just trap a person, creature, thing. So I
Right.
just used that, and that was my weird roll, my second weird roll.
Oh yeah.
But so the keeper is referring to the ritual to sever the link between them. Is that right?
Yeah. Or to lift the
Okay.
curse, rather.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. So this one probably want to do a help out roll.
Yeah,
beforehand,
absolutely.
Which can
Yeah,
be
let
weird
me
in
help.
this case.
Let me help out with weird here. And I'll just like be like with the question mark Wachuga, like my hand on it, just trying to locate that tie between them so we can sever it.
Oh, I like it. Oops.
Oof.
Does not
I
help.
didn't do good.
You actually just feel a tinge of gnawing hunger again when you make contact. And you remember your
Understood.
vision. And I forgot to add those penalties. Oh well.
Maybe you shouldn't be the one to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
Everyone turns around and sees he's actually eating it.
I'm chewing on it.
God. Yuck.
Oh,
That does not happen, for the record. So
it's not canon.
yeah. All right, so let's get that ritual roll though.
Alrighty. So this is gonna be weird, right? Okay.
Well done. So you see the red fade out of Brenda's eyes. She falls unconscious, and you actually see the body of the Wetchugay that you killed start to transform, and it's turning back into a human. It is a guy. He seems somewhat ethnically ambiguous. You're not quite sure of his ethnicity, but he does have dark hair, tan skin, and one thing you notice is you see some marks on the back of his neck.
Like a barcode.
Yeah.
Do I notice that hunger pang back away after he turns back to human?
Yes, you do. You do.
Interesting. Do we recognize this symbol at all? Anybody?
No, it's that's that's what you see. But what do you guys do with that?
Do we have a barcode reader?
I mean, there's like barcode and QR code readers for phones, so maybe
Yeah.
someone who's more technologically inclined.
Okay, sure. So one of you guys tries it, and it looks like it's not quite picking up what that says, but maybe a roll can, fix the calibrate whatever you're using to read it.
Hmm.
A sharp
I'll
roll.
give it a roll. Sharp roll.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Bonk. Oh gosh dang it.
We're all rolling bad today.
Yeah. So do you want to take the failure, or do you want to know what that barcode says?
Oh, actually, yeah. I'm gonna use another luck. And do I keep my failure XP or do I
You
get
do
rid
not.
of it?
So
Okay.
you either get an XP or you get to find out what the barcode says.
I mean,
Okay,
you
I
can
wanna know what
always
the
bring this
barcode
to the
says.
attention of the Bentons,
That's true.
and they have more resources than us. They might be able to figure something out. Our
Yeah.
old
But
our
they
old
might
pal
not.
Josh
Let
is.
me just put it this way.
Mhm.
There's no guarantee they'll tell you.
That's true.
True.
This is very true. But our old pal Josh is on library duty, so he can spend some of that time.
Well, I'm trying to tell you in so many words that
And it might
for
not be a good
you,
idea.
yeah,
to
for
tell
you
them.
guys to actually find out what this says, you guys have to say it, or you have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm going to use luck because as a mundane, it's easier to get that back.
That's
So
true. All
yeah,
right,
I'm
so
gonna use luck.
you're just like, huh? Wait, this is kind of weird. It's almost like barcode, a code within a code. But as you make a little calibration, uh, you see the app pull up, and these are the words that you see.
Huh.
This organism and derivative genetic material is restricted intellectual property.
This was a created monster.
So some fun genetic testing. Great.
Like,
And with that, we come to the end of Eyes in the Dark.
Oh my god.
Cliffhanger.
I have a theory because didn't the Illuminati start doing stuff with experimenting with some creatures?
Yeah, possibility. So, XP, did you conclude the current mystery? Yes, you guys did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse? Absolutely, multiple people. So you guys did great. Saved Gus, saved Brenda. Well done. Did you learn something new and important about the world? Did you?
We learned about all cannibalistic creatures
Mhm.
and
The fact that someone's making them.
Yeah, we learned
That.
someone's making monsters.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems pretty big and important.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters? Yeah. Dude works at Yosemite. I totally forgot when I was making this adventure. So, yeah. You guys get 2 experience each on top of any misses that you made. Well done.
That
Please
is a
make
level up
sure.
for me.
Yeah, please make sure to update your dossier entries because I can't put down my XP until you guys put down yours, since mine is the average of yours.
Yes.
Question,
I have
quick question.
already-
Oh.
Spicy.
What's the question?
Sorry, quick question. Did we save someone for a certain death? Did the 2 other creatures out that we left back in the woods, like if we double back and go, are they back to human now? Did
They
we save them
are.
as
They
well?
are.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
they are.
Just wanted to know.
Yeah, they're still dead, but they are back to normal.
Oh,
So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the adventure, and join us next time. I actually have to figure out which one I'm going to do because I'm moving, so this will be kind of a tough month for me too.
oh wow.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's
Stay
always
safe.
February is not a great month to move out.
No.
So yeah, someone else might need to step in with an adventure, but we will have something occurring in a week or two. And with that, join us next time on the Penumbral Pact.